Yo! What's going on, YouTube? It's Hey RV. All right. We have an Elisa Clips video here. Title of the video, Kino Casino, TheQuartering caught flagging in 4K. This is from April 13th. Not going to have a long intro here, so we're going to do this in two videos. This is a 5-hour, 12-minute video. So we'll try and get right as, in the middle as we can. Huge shout out to everyone who's supporting the channel. Let's get right into it.
Whoa! Buddy! Welcome to the Kino Casino, April 13th, 2026. And I got one question for all of y'all. How was your weekend? Oh, it's been going well this weekend. The winning is endless, folks. And let me just tell you, the absolute massive support that we've been receiving, both publicly and more so than any of you guys know privately behind the scenes.
Like, wow.
We've been talking to some of the top YouTube people that you would never think
that we're not
like
gonna
this
say,
show
we're not gonna
or
say.
watch this show. But what I'm going to say is these people with multi-million subscriber YouTube channels who've intervened for us in this process have revealed exactly the shady situation that's going on behind the scenes and what's going on with Quartering at YouTube. And it's exactly like Quartering said it was. What happened? Quartering made a phone call. He has a contact at YouTube that's high up behind the scenes. God only knows how the fuck he got this contact. But it's a complete cloak and dagger conspiracy with this fellow. It's so insidious the way that this was done.
Dude, this is terrifying. This really is terrifying to people like me. Like, if a YouTube channel this size, and they had like what, 68,000 subscribers, if a channel like that can just get removed with no strikes, no anything, then anyone's can, and that's such bullshit.
It was done 30 minutes before the close of business hours in California. The reason it was done like that is so that nobody could contact their YouTube rep until Monday. So we weren't even able to contact our own YouTube representative until noon today Eastern time to begin the process of reversing this. And there are a lot of people behind the scenes who are throwing their complete and total powers and connections at YouTube behind getting this ban reversed. And we just saw publicly H3 himself, the Lord Master
talking to YouTube
at YouTube with all of his connections, is speaking on our behalf at YouTube to try and get the channel back. So we may have it back in the next day or two. It is suspicious. We all know
it's very suspicious.
How does Quartering have that power? 5 minutes in between, 2 channels, no strikes, both removed right before the closing business hours. And they're apparently, if you got to their show, 3 hours, 48 minutes and 48 seconds, they talk about how they're planning a full podcast breaking down everything about the situation.
So it's escaped containment.
Ordering.
It's escaped containment, buddy. This guy is burying his head in the fucking sand, pretending like nothing's going on. Meanwhile, the entire fucking internet is uniting against this guy. Like, there's only a handful of people that are with Quartering, and the reason they're with Quartering is because they want to flag other people down. And they formed the coalition of the...
That's an interesting way to put it. That's a very interesting way to put it. And, I've read a few comments where they're like, this is karma, they shouldn't go after his wife. She put herself on the internet, dude, with him. She's on his website. Like, what are you talking about? And there's plenty of evidence that he brings up her all the time. Like, what are you, dude, there's a reason that if you do that, it's open season. Why would he have to bring her up in the first place?
Flag it. The fellowship of the flag it, folks, where their goal is to use Jeremy Hambley's example of being a flag it to normalize flaggetry to everybody everywhere on the internet and make it cool to be a flag it. So we have such illustrious fucking names in this crew as Teddy fucking Feezer is sitting there as point man right now. I'm not fucking kidding. Running a gay ops Discord with fucking Quartering, Ethan Van Sciver, all the usual fucking sector suspects and bums, and they're sitting there trying desperately to flag all this shit down. They don't think that anybody knows that this is happening, that there aren't any spies within their Discord server that are reporting back to us on what's going on. We know exactly what's going on, Quartering. We know exactly what gay ops you're fucking up to, buddy, and it's not gonna fucking work, pal. You fucked it. He fucked it big time. He stepped in it big time, and the backlash is overwhelming. It's a fucking tsunami of shit for the cornering. Jeremy
yesterday.
Hambley of the cornering.
I spent yesterday and today looking at every new video he posts, and I hit new. The comments are being swept, but the hate is so overwhelming that as it's being deleted, 5 new ones. And it will never stop. This is your life. Like, admit it now. Matt Jarbo made a fucking video.
Owning Jer, just felting Jer.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Just telling him, listen, what you told me at that convention back in the day, apply to yourself. It's time for the fucking apology video. It's time for Quartering to actually directly address this shit and apologize and take...
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a very prideful thing, clearly. He should just come out and say, look, I apologize. Yeah, I did that. It was me. I'll fix it. I will make sure that the powers that I had to get this removed, I will use those same powers to get it reinstated, yada, yada, yada. He ain't going to do that.
Some degree of accountability.
Yes.
It's already way too fucking late and everybody's gonna fucking hate him anyway. Yeah. But he may as well try and salvage some of what's left of his reputation by admitting that he's being a fucking and that he's being cringe as fuck and a faggot and participating in all manner of fucking gay ops. It's obvious to anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear and common fucking sense what's going on. Yeah. All you have to do is look at the things that Quartering has said publicly and the things that he said
and what he said private. No. I just look at what he said privately. That's enough evidence for me.
Privately to Josh, you line it up with what we're hearing from all of these big YouTubers who are back channeling with their representatives at YouTube. It's obvious what can happen. Yeah. Quartering's talking about my flag history clears me. In his DMs with Josh Moon, he says he doesn't even have to flag. He says, I'm not going to flag. All I have to do is make one phone call. That's what he says. One phone call.
And two channels down at the same time.
2 channels down within 5 minutes of each other with no strikes. What? Within 30 minutes of the closing hours of Google in California.
That's such
and
bullshit.
Then, on top of that, Quartering then makes an allusion to the casino. He does his birthday celebration, not on his birthday, not on Sunday, when everybody would have off, on the weekend, Jared's sacred holy weekend, but moves his birthday party up to Friday so that he can post him with the playing card and then tell everybody to move to Rumble.
You know what he said, by the way, on that tweet? And I realized it. He was saying, oh, look at the cards that I pulled. And the idea is we make fun of him for not pulling good cards. And the cards he pulled are playing cards from a casino. It's like rubbing it in our fucking face.
We're not fucking stupid, Jeremy. He just believes that everybody is retarded as and he can just flaunt this stuff openly and everyone will take his word for it. But nobody takes your fucking word for it. And he exposed himself to where every casual observer of this is going to believe that he fucking did it because it's obvious he fucking did it. Yeah. Where he opens his search history and we see...
Yeah, if everyone has all the facts and see all those DMs to that dude in Kiwi Farms dude, yeah, it's pretty obvious.
An email from YouTube saying, thanks for your report. Yeah. Now, Jeremy, come on. You're a flagget. Ash, it may not have been our channel. It may have been one of the other many channels that are being affected. Like Alyssa Clips is being affected right now.
That email was definitely...
Oh, it's Alyssa. Dude, I'm so sorry. It's Alyssa? It's Alyssa? Okay, my mistake. I thought it was Elisa. All right, Alyssa.
Remember, the cathedral went down. That video went down. That was either the cathedral or the one on the clip channel, and then that didn't work, so he called.
What's amazing, right, is he now won't show the flag history for that channel. He shows all the other ones. Look, guys, look how innocent I am. I've shown 5 different report histories. But then when it comes to that channel, suddenly he won't show his report history. And we know that channel has reported back in the day because that's the channel that he showed during the Boulder stream when he flagged down a competitor Magic the Gathering video. We're also going to go back in time to when he flagged down 8 Thoughts. This has been going on for a long time, and it's almost scary. It's almost scary, the parallels between the two. The moment that this guy started calling Jeremy a cuckold and a beta male, then suddenly Jeremy had to come in and flag it all down and act like a bitch and cry. He threatened the guy with legal attacks and lawfare and all this fucking bullshit. It's almost an exact one-to-one parallel with what's happened with us.
Literally.
Wait, is he talking about 8 Thoughts, the Call of Duty YouTuber?
Really fucking crazy. And he's going out here just stepping on rake after rake after rake.
You saw my tweet?
Showing his fucking ass, all weekend long, fighting with Yellow Flash, fighting with Prime Jer, fighting with Matt Jarbo of all fucking people, fighting with Brittany Venti. I actually had it set up for the beginning of the show in the folder.
I'm not showing anything.
Yeah. But we'll get there when we get there. But it's obvious that he's behind all of this. if you have any fucking brain cells whatsoever, especially after we do our presentation today, you know he's behind it. And that's why everybody, and I mean everybody, is dogpiling this guy and just destroying him. It's total retard war out here.
And I think there's something important that we have to say, because
it's such a shitty move.
He's using his wife as a meat shield that we're harassing his wife.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because I was watching some other normie people on YouTube, and one dude, Rev, some of the normies who don't know the situation fully were like, but if they were harassing his wife, they should be struck down. Here's what I want to say in clear as day. We beg him to not talk about his wife. We never attack his wife. We always make fun of him. But he's using his wife as a meat shield. So what? He's invincible from criticism, from any type of
he just constantly keeps invoking his wife every other word.
We don't hate her at all.
Telling stories about his wife. I mean, he's yelling out her full legal name on his stream today. After all this talk of, I can't even post pictures of my wife on the internet anymore. Yeah. And my life is a living terror, and people are showing up to my.
Why does he need to do that? And to me, when you have to go that far into your personal life, you have no talent or content. So another Wings who was just early. Unbelievable, man. God, unbelievable.
My house in red F-150s that I conveniently don't have any evidence of, even though I'm a multimillionaire who should be able to afford a fucking Ring doorbell camera. But apparently not. Yeah. And here's the thing, too. We have a clip that just demolishes Jer's case on all of this, where Jer was going after somebody else's wife and saying that you can't use your wife as a shield. You can't say that he's harassing this guy's wife. You can't do that. And it's just devastating to his case.
And his wife.
He went after Jarbo and his wife and his family, calling Jarbo a cuckold and saying that he was raising his wife's children that weren't his, when it turns out that that's actually factually untrue. So he was spreading misinformation about another man's kids and about another
And did he apologize for doing that?
Man's wife. But he now wants complete immunity to have a known sex swinger.
That's wild.
Or bull criminal come over to his house over the span of 10 years, and nobody's allowed.
Why'd he say it like that?
To point and say, maybe this guy's fucking cock.
Yes.
You know, he's got cuck porn on his timeline, Black New World Order porn on his timeline, weird force cream pie stuff, weird sexual.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the shit he said about what's her name dude. God.
Harassment in the DMs, but nobody's allowed to point and say anything because he's using his wife as a human shield. We're going to demolish.
It sounds so much different when single dudes, when you're around single guys who aren't married, and they make a comment like that, compared to someone who's married and is, supposedly a conservative Christian. Oh my, dude. I don't know, man. That's just, God, it screams televangelist.
All of these arguments today.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it to where there really is no reasonable doubt as to what happened in this whole fucking situation. So hopefully in the next couple of days, we get the clip channel restored.
Yeah.
It's total Kino Casino fucking W. And then it's vengeance.
I mean, dude, we're 4 days away from this video, and it's still not there.
This belongs to me. Thus saith the Lord. We will be going in on fucking Ham Planet soul with no fucking Vaseline, no fucking lubrication for his grimy fucking poop shoot. Every fucking stream you do from this point on is going to be a.
I was watching his chat today, and he had jammies. It was the funniest fucking chat in the world. Anyone who said, "How was your weekend?" 5
minutes of it. I've got 5 unedited straight minutes. It was insane the amount of bannings, and then people would just come back in on another sock puppet account like, welcome home. And then, by the way, Hannah Claire didn't show up today. Ooh. She's sick still.
Smart.
She's sick, guys, for sure. He promises she'll definitely appear tomorrow. I bet. By the way, Rumble isn't putting him on the homepage today for whatever reason.
6 a.m. actually. His videos were removed.
Being removed. By the way, yeah, he's being removed from all of the premium sections, all of the promoted sections.
What?
The shorts, everything like that. They took his face off of all of the advertisements and shit like this. I wonder what's happening there, Jared. Now today, after he got treated so badly, where they were actually playing like Right Side News in his time slot.
Stop.
A replay of a JD Vance speech from weeks ago. Like a weeks old JD Vance speech. He's like, this is strange. I don't know why they're playing this in my time slot. I'm supposed to be on the main thing. Yeah.
No way.
He's like, I don't understand. He's like, this must be new. And he's like, no, this isn't new. This is I don't understand why they're preempting.
That's not a good sign.
Me for this. It's like, I don't know, buddy. You eat what you sow. Listen, I think he told us the truth at the beginning, which is that his contract is up in June. So Rumble's seeing a massive shitstorm of negative publicity that's come from this, where one of their flagship creators for the free speech platform,
get it?
No doubt, no doubt, he's the flagship creator there, for sure, everybody. Is out there mustering up deplatforming campaigns and saying that he can withstand any sort of backlash or criticism from it because he has a multi-million-dollar deal with Rumble. That's starting to worry the people at Rumble. They're like, we don't want this bad publicity. We're already done with this guy in a couple months. Let's just start sunsetting his promotion. Unless he forces by the letter of what his contract is, what he's entitled to.
Yeah, that's so hypocritical. How are you gonna say that you're the platform of free speech and then have that dude be your poster child for that? Like, that's wild.
Let's just let this guy go by the wayside.
Wild, dude.
And I think that's what's starting to fucking happen.
I mean, look, would you want, if you're doing a free speech platform, and Rumble is the freest of speech platforms, more than 50 even, you could say, and then whatever.
Anything. You can dox people over there.
You could kill, you could die on stream and it would roll.
Yeah, but you can beat women on Ralph's stream. You can just beat women. Like, it's crazy.
Is that true?
But then they're looking at this like, is this fucking cocksucker flagging people and right after posting join Rumble for your free speech? It makes them look like shit. So respect to Rumble
is
for
also
fucking
exposing them to potential liability.
Oh yeah, lawsuits and shit.
Well, he's going around deplatforming people and threatening to deplatform people while acting as an agent of Rumble and then encouraging other people after they get deplatformed to then go to Rumble. It doesn't look good.
No, bad,
oh yeah, that actually, that can get a little hairy.
It doesn't look good for Rumble. They could be exposed to potential liability as a result of Mr. Hambley's actions. So
possible. They're
starting to distance themselves from Mr. Hambley, and I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. You play stupid.
I mean, the perception could easily be he's deplatforming these people to make them come to Rumble. I mean, someone can interpret. I can see how it can be easily interpreted. He's like, yeah, of course, I did that. I want them to join Rumble, get away from YouTube.
Games like Jeremy Hambley is playing, and you win stupid fucking prizes. I have no idea what this guy was actually thinking. He was just so butthurt and so emotional, so in his feelings, as he admits,
and drunk, and more than likely was not sober when he decided to do this.
Acting like a woman coded, you know. But it's an insult.
Yeah, what the hell is woman coded?
Because I'll tell you this, there are a lot of women out there that have more fucking sack than Hambley, including, I hate to say it, but Anissa Jama. We never got flagged down by fucking Anissa and I.
Dude, that was so crazy. I saw one of her tweets that was like, one of them retweeted or something. It's like, oh my gosh. They didn't do that, and dude, iDubbbz, he could have easily done that, and he didn't. I mean, even though he's got her last name, I have more respect for him than I do this other dude. I mean, he didn't flag them.
Dubs, but we're dealing with these problems from Jeremy Hambley, and I guarantee you they had YouTube representation that could have done the exact same thing, but somehow, as brain damaged and cuckolded as those two motherfuckers are, they weren't stupid enough to do what Jeremy fucking Hambley did.
They know what will happen. This is the golden rule. Creators don't...
So then they're not as dumb as they look.
...each other in that type of way. But you attack back.
Jeremy also laid out the explicit purpose for it, which was to hurt us financially.
Yeah.
He's admitted that this was a malicious action designed to cost us $10,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I just want to point out it wasn't our $10,000 a month because it wasn't our channel and we weren't getting the money from it. It was our editor Flaked, who has a newborn fucking baby at home and a wife to fucking take care of, who had his six-figure-a-year income taken away by a poop pants cuckold flaggot named Jeremy fucking Hambley. And hopefully that shit does get fucking restored. I have a lot of hope and a lot of optimism for it based on the things that I've heard behind the scenes from high-level creators. But if this bullshit does...
I mean, hey, where's Keemstar? He's always said, or he said that one time, if anything happens like that, come to me, and I don't care if I hate you, I will help you out. I'm holding that in my back pocket in case anything ever happens to this channel, because I don't break TOS.
Stand, what will be happening... Flaked will be opening a Patreon account on his own where all of the existing clips will be fucking uploaded, where all of the new clips will also be uploaded, okay?
Yep.
And it'll be able to be a lot less censored. There'll still be some censorship here and there because
the craziest shit we say.
Patreon's TOS, you know, sometimes they can be a little bit fucking bullshit, but that will be the way to support our editor. Also, we probably will be going to platforms like Rumble, you know,
posting there and posting on Twitter,
and posting the clips there. The clips will also be available on Twitter. And we're not abandoning our editor no matter what. No. We're not abandoning his fucking children. We're not abandoning his wife. We're going to make sure that he's taken care of no matter what.
Flake's
Jeremy fucking Hambly does, the fucking cuckold that he is.
Well, okay. All right, and also look at this. Let's just say worst case scenario, he wins and we don't have the clip channel. We do that. Perfect. Flake's safe. But here's the thing, Jer, you retard. Alyssa Clips has our clip up there. It is number 7, hyped in the world. 90,000 views.
Yeah, 90,000
more than any
views.
video he had in the last 2 days combined. And it's growing. And we will allow people, if we don't get on, hey, after our show's done, wait a couple of days, upload the clips. We'll be all over YouTube. You've made 100 clip channels.
Who are watching now want to support us on an ongoing basis, support our editor Flake in replacing his lost income. You can also subscribe to our Gumroad right now.
I updated
the
all
archives of all of our episodes are up there. Also, going forward, there is going to be dedicated day for bonus content.
Every Tuesday.
For a long time, took it for granted that we were going to be allowed on mainstream platforms like YouTube and stuff like this. We recognize now that Gumroad is a real blessing, that it's a real fortress against deplatforming. Hopefully our Patreon can be that as well. So we're going to be putting a lot more emphasis on those avenues going forward so that we can take care of our editor who's given so much to us and so much to all of you by making those clips available to a broader audience. But hopefully it doesn't even come to that.
We're hoping not, guys.
Hopefully this week we get the fucking channel back. I'm very hopeful that we do.
By the way, how many channels do you
We're a weekend, dude. It's still not back up.
think this has happened to, but they weren't big enough to have the support that we have?
That's the thing.
We got blessed.
He always has been able to do it to smaller creators, like 8 Thoughts was a lot smaller back in the day. Countless others in the Magic the Gathering community that he deplatformed or threatened in this way. And they just didn't have the clout. They didn't have the connections to fight back. But thank God we do, and we have the support from our audience to withstand this deplatforming effort. We really appreciate it. Let's get into our quartering folder.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get into the show.
Monday? Monday?
That's right, the Monday show.
We are starting up.
So,
wow.
This
all
was
these folders.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of folders. There's a lot of
holy shit
things to cover. So we better get into it.
Jeremy?
We have 2 clips here that really sum up this whole weekend for Jer. Here's this weekend personified Jeremy Hambly showing his ass. His ass is cracked. He has a dirty old coin slot there, buddy. He poops his pants.
He shits himself. He's a shitter, a bum.
Oh, no.
That's...
And now here we have it. Jeremy Hambly stepping on rakes. Oh, weekend long.
How was your weekend, Jer?
He just wouldn't stop. He just kept spiraling. Just continued making mistakes. Unbelievable, unforced errors. I couldn't believe it. There it is. Real footage, although that's way too thick.
Every time he mumbles something.
And to be Jer. Okay, so we're starting off because Jeremy Hambly wants us all to believe that this is a figment of our imaginations.
He's rewriting
that this is all made up. There's nothing to see here, guys. No reason to suspect him, except for the fact that what went down with our YouTube channel, our Kino Casino Clips channel, managed and run by our editor, okay, was exactly what Jeremy Hambly said was going to happen, both publicly and privately. So he says right away, and this tweet alone that he put out in public should be enough evidence for anyone with a brain to realize he had something to do with this, okay?
Are you serious? First will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion. Easy take. Oh my gosh. I did not see that.
But he says, first will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion.
Idiot!
He says easy takedown, which was bullshit.
I was banned, and then the clip channel was
banned. He was unbanned. Yep. Yeah, it was nonsense what actually happened, but it went down for the exact reason he said it would go down. Then he says he literally begged us to be reasonable, and he tried everything. Well, the only thing he didn't try was not being a bitch. What a cuck. He says, you chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. This is mental illness. He's obviously spiraling.
You did this to me.
No, you did this, Jeremy Hambly. You did this. But let's continue with what his own words were.
Yeah.
So he says, unofficial truths. These are in DMs to Josh Moon that he wanted communicated to us. They delete the videos attacking our marriage, and I never mention them again. The more they do it, the more I want to flex my connections to bury them. So note the phrasing there.
There you go, right there. I mean, there you go. Like, how much more evidence do you need?
Flag them, but that I'm going to flex my connections to bury them. He says it's a one-time offer. They can meme on anyone else other than him. Okay.
Oh, he's the king, guys. My wife.
Then notice what he says down at the bottom. This is how malicious this is. This is an attempt to hurt our livelihood. He says, if they get rid of the videos claiming I let the bull f my wife, they continue to make 10K a month on YouTube and I move on. But if they continue, I have no choice but to react. Well, we told him to f***ing pound sand, okay? But that's him there basically saying that the whole reason for this is to cost us $10,000 a month. Then there's more here. And these are he says he can burn it all down. He has 5 years guaranteed salary at Rumble, which is misspelled because he was drunk out of his mind. So here he is relying on a platform that's pro freedom of speech, that doesn't want anyone censored, and saying with their bankroll, he's impervious to all criticism, all dissent, all mockery. He will be able to go scorched earth and destroy our livelihood, our ability to speak in our platforms, thanks to the backing from a free speech platform. Not really sure if Rumble agrees with that or wants their representatives on the masthead that they advertise to act in such a fashion, but that's
especially when the whole internet's talking about
that's how he's acting. Okay, so,
dude, if that channel gets reinstated, it is going to explode.
So now this is where I think he really f***ed up. Okay, so he says here, I haven't done any flagging. Notice that. I haven't done any flagging, but their channel is a walking TOS violation. I know they are ban evading. It would have been way easier to have their channel removed. I haven't done that. Notice that, right? It's not a flag. He's saying it's easier than flagging for him.
And we had no strike, by the way. Remember that?
So then here's where he really screws himself. Go to the next set of messages.
Okay.
Josh, can we agree?
I mean, dude, listen. I think if their clip channel doesn't get reinstated, this is just my opinion, I think they're going to there's going to be some litigation, I think.
I can take their kick in YouTube, right? If I actually wanted to, they would be deplatformed in a week. He says he doesn't want that. And then listen here. This is where he screws himself. He says, I have a non-Pajit YouTube rep. You know that, right? One phone call, gone. So it's not a matter of flagging. He didn't flag it. He didn't. He made a phone call to his YouTube representative, to his connection at YouTube, and that's how this was taken down.
Well,
and the manner in which,
he did flag anyway. That's why the email said
he flagged somebody. I don't know if it was us.
But
oh no, it was Alyssa's. It was Alyssa. I'm sure it was Alyssa's video. She said one of her videos got taken down.
It have been somebody else throughout the years.
But Cathedral, right? No, because that's a new email. What shows on your browser history is the most recent email, meaning, and we were flagged, I think, on Tuesday or something. These were leaked on Wednesday. He did flag, but he's like, I don't have to just flag. I can call my YouTube rep. He tried f***ing us over. It didn't work. The videos were reinstated.
The smoking gun is right here for anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear. He made a phone call to a connection at YouTube, which he now claims that he has no connections at YouTube. The person he knows at the company is gone. But was he lying then, or is he lying now? This guy lies like he breathes. No. He has no credibility in any of this, and he's cooked, and everyone knows it.
He messaged a manager from a certain channel. He has 5 monetized channels, meaning there is 5 opportunities to have 5 separate managers.
But no matter how many report histories he shows, which by the way, he won't show the report history that clearly does have a flag in it. But no matter how many he shows, it doesn't disprove anything because the threat was
because there's evidence right there.
Make a phone call. Right. The threat was to make a phone call to a YouTube rep, and the truth of the matter is, it's obvious he did this. But even if he was innocent and he didn't do this, of which
it's still there's too much evidence that point towards him.
There's basically no chance. It 100% looks like he did, and no one will ever believe him because exactly the things that he promised would.
I think that if he never said any of that stuff, no tweets, no DMs to that dude, then yeah, it would be very hard to point the finger at him.
Came to pass in the exact way that he said they would come to pass.
And then he bragged about it.
Enough of this argument of whether he did it or didn't do it. He's obviously responsible for it. And what's worse is it's not just that we've lost our clip channel, but he is now enabling and creating this whole culture that flagging is cool, that platforming your enemies is right. Ethan Van Sciver has jumped on this. Razorfist has jumped on this. Teddy Feezer has jumped on this. It's nuts. It really is. And Alyssa Clips is suffering the consequences. The Mad at the Internet Archive channel is suffering the consequences. Kino Casino Classics is suffering the consequences. And enough is fucking enough, Jeremy. This has to fucking stop. You need to apologize and stop being a flag-it, soy-filled cuckold And I demand that you admit that you are a soy-filled flaggot in your apology video when it inevitably comes. That's the bare fucking minimum at this point.
And
Continuing on.
Wait, I was thinking yesterday, is there a way back from this? Which there obviously isn't, right? However, the best way is not only make an apology video with that statement about being a soy-filled bitch, but also taking 2 months off and heading to fucking rehab.
No, he has to go to rehab. And again, guys, we're going to prove that he's an alcoholic tonight. Even his own mother, by his own admission, is concerned for him and his health.
Yes.
It's sad. It's sad. His own mother is basically staging an intervention for his alcoholism, but he's going to tell us that he doesn't have a problem. He's never had a problem. As he says today, too, he's incredibly unhealthy and at risk of death. So then he put this out. And this just removes any shadow of a doubt. This is 5 minutes after our channel went down.
2 channels went down.
Yeah, how do you... Yeah, why did you even have to do this? Why did you even have to do this? This is so unnecessary. So unnecessary.
30 minutes before the close of the Google offices, all coordinated. And you have to ask, his birthday's on Sunday. Why is the party on Friday? Because he knew that he would be scheduling the takedown of our channels right at this time, and he wanted to coordinate this post as well. That's what this is, well, obviously.
Also, there's one thing, too, that we forgot.
By the way, he says Mr. TheQuartering. He's gay!
He's gay!
He's a homo! He's married to a man! Whoa, buddy! He's drunk. Also, he claimed he wasn't at home when these reports hit.
But then post
But it looks like he's at home. No,
by the way,
he's not at dinner.
So the previous night, he was playing A Crimson Desert. We watched that. We laughed at it. Do you remember during the rant about me, what he said exactly? He's like, I guarantee you, they're going to lose their channel. You'll see. They're going to lose it the day before. And then he said this, I'm going to be very happy tomorrow.
Yeah.
He had, when you have a meeting with your manager, you schedule it.
It was all planned out. Yes. It was all planned out. It was all coordinated from the very beginning.
You all remember that, right?
Big YouTubers behind.
And honestly, if for those that don't like Kino Casino, and that's fine. You could like, not like, whoever. You have to admit, or at least understand, that this is really bad. Just replace Kino Casino with anyone else. And having someone a larger YouTube channel strike and just eliminate all that content, all those videos, all of that, just because they were making fun of him or whatever, that's crazy. That's absolutely unhinged, just insane behavior that he clearly doesn't have any real life friends because they're not checking him. And he doesn't really have anyone to be like, hey, dude, like, get off the internet. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're making this worse. Do you not see the shitstorm around you? You're not making this any better.
Behind the scenes and in public are corroborating all of this. And that's why Jeremy Hambley is panicking, putting his head in the sand, pretending that none of this is happening, but it is happening. There's a reason Hannah Claire is not showing up to work. So Yellow Flash comes out and just exposes the whole operation. By the way, there are big YouTubers, multi-million subscriber YouTube channels behind the scenes that have come to us and said the exact same thing. But while this process is ongoing, we don't want to f up the process. But trust us, we know what the f is going on, and Yellow Flash has come out. And so he says, talked with someone I know that also has some connections with YouTube and is trying to help. This is what he had to say. Just for your own peace of mind, I pinged one of our guys last night about the TheQuartering drama. His estimation based on the back end is that the casino was taken down from a personal request, you see, exactly like Hambley said it would go down in the DMs with Josh, because all the user reports were deemed nonsense by the automated system all week, except a privacy claim that also failed to hold up to manual review. And that was the privacy claim on our video about the bull exposing his criminal history that we won in manual review. So he's on the security side, but did say this is almost certainly an off-platform point of contact. Call, text, email. So this doesn't have anything to do with anything in the YouTube report system, anything to do with an email to YouTube or anything like that. This is a direct call, text, or email to a person that works for YouTube who then went and did this on Jeremy Hambley's behalf that resulted in a manual channel deletion. It's obvious.
Okay, and shouldn't something also happen to the person who did that too, or what? I mean, shouldn't they be also held accountable too? They did it.
Funny because I was talking to someone.
People are asking, is this even legal? And the answer is no.
No.
The reality is we actually have a case against Jeremy Hambley.
Yeah, we do.
If we really wanted to pursue it, we do 100% have a case against Jeremy Hambley. That's the last resort. We don't want to have to engage in the legal system because it's gay as f***. It's expensive as f***. It's headaches for everyone involved. And in the end, the only people who truly win are the f***ing lawyers, right? Like, we know that. We're not f***ing stupid. But at the same time, we're not going to let this guy take advantage of us, take advantage of our employee, and f*** us over in this way.
Well, it opens the door also for other creators to go, wait, you could just do that? And then start flagging everyone. And, no, we have to
there
stop
has
this
to
now.
be some level of accountability by Jeremy Hambley.
Right. Yes.
There has to be some sort of a consequence for him at some point. And
for the person who actually pulled the trigger and and got the channel removed, right?
The culture that he's establishing is poisonous. It's an anathema to freedom of speech and expression on the internet. And what he is doing now, and what these people, I don't even know if it's all him that's doing this, but what he's done is he's provided cover for people that want things to disappear. So there are people who have a vested interest in destroying archive channels on YouTube and other places by weaponizing the report system. And it's already happening. And these folks are salivating over what Hambly's done because now they can flag down archive channels like illicit clips that may have the only copy in existence of certain things that happened on the internet. And they can use Hambly as the scapegoat to get away with it. Do you see? Yeah. So this is the problem that's happening now. And if it doesn't get nipped in the bud soon, the consequences are going to be disastrous. That's why every single person online, lockstep, aside from people who want to deplatform others, are against Jeremy Hambly and his conduct. So Quartering, rather than just let this go, decided to start battling with Yellow Flash about it, making a fool of himself. Let's continue.
Yeah, and by the way, if you need any copies of our shows, right, because there was one guy, June the King, he publicly asked, I need that last stream they did. Thankfully, Alyssa posted it. But if anyone here is making videos on it or whatever, our Gumroad is free right now. You could download the episodes, all of them. So if you need anything, it's right there, okay? Just so you all know. All right, there we go.
So there it is in blown up text, what we've already read. So Camelot comes out, starts reporting on this. So Jeremy reached out to someone at YouTube requesting they delete the channel. It's a level 70 oof. Ooh. No doubt. No doubt.
Camel Cast, yo, shout outs, bro.
So Jeremy starts going, again, please stop stating as fact I had anything to do with it. Is this guy for real? Like,
buddy, come on.
I mean, then he even says it right here. Yeah, in a weak moment, I did threaten to report them, but as you can see, I never did. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding?
The Worski channel and the Clip channel within 5 minutes and bragged about it.
It would be one thing if you had a weak moment and their channel was still around, dumbass.
And admits, yes, in a weak moment, I did threaten to report them. No, you didn't threaten to report us. You threatened to make a phone call and have us disappeared in an instant. And that's what happened. He goes, but as you can see, I never did. Yeah, I'm sure, buddy. I'm sure. And Yellow Flash calls it out. I was in a bad headspace, guys. Just like Jarbo, you were on that stream and learned nothing. And it's very easy to condemn Matt Jarbo and condemn flagging and say you're against it and you're for freedom of speech until people say things that you don't like, until you're the target, until you're getting made fun of, you're getting criticized and you're getting mocked. And that's when your true principles are put to the test and the quartering has been measured as lacking. And we all know it.
All right. Oh, this piece of shit.
Ethan Van Sciver then starts coming in, running interference for Jeremy Hambly. Yellow Flash will absolutely betray any friend and toss them under the bus the minute the clout wins, direct him to do so. And you guys will see later on, Ethan Van Sciver just openly saying that my channel needs to be flagged down, that our other channels need to be flagged down. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this guy, he's been an open flagget for years. He was involved in multiple deplatforming campaigns against his enemies, but he sees an opportunity right now with Jeremy Hambly to normalize this as part of the online culture. We are not going to let them get away with it. Let's continue.
Well, Ethan Van Sciver is pissed off that we showed him licking a
He's
urinal.
A scammer. Well, he's a scammer, and he doesn't deliver on his project, so he doesn't want us.
And it's like, dude, some of the most left-leaning people, like as far left as you can go, have not done this kind of shit. That's insane, dude. Yeah, this is terrifying. It really is.
To be able to call him out.
Yeah.
So Flash just goes, friend, like this dude was coming over to my house or something.
Yes, Flash.
I've talked to him a handful of times outside of DMing. I don't support false flagging, full stop. And you're a false flagging endorser yourself, Ethan Van Sciver. Everyone considers you a snake, and it took him a while to see it himself. He wants nothing to do with you, and you're still crying about him 2 years later. Okay.
Ooh, felt it.
So Quartering then starts doing this whole bullshit, obviously fake routine. If Kino Casino was wrongfully banned for ban evasion, well, in his mind, he doesn't think it's a wrongful ban because he's the one who initiated it. These are the weasel word, pedantic lawyer games that this sniveling snake plays. If Kino Casino was wrongfully banned for ban evasion, I 100% think they should be restored. Well, Jeremy, make the call to have us restored. Make the call to your point of contact. Ultimately, you could have ended this whole thing a long time ago, but here we are, right?
It's gonna get worse, bud.
If it's a mistake, YouTube should fix it. He says he's already proven beyond all doubt he didn't do it. Bullshit.
No, you have, dude. No, he hasn't.
He just walked everybody through why it was you. Because it's not about flagging, buddy. You made the call just like you said you would make the call. And Flash says, LOL, nobody believes you, liar. You have high up connections at YouTube. You don't even need to flag them. You can just pick up the phone and call. And we know that that's true because Quartering told us all that it was true. When it was convenient for him to intimidate and extort us and our livelihood into submission by saying he could have us flagged at a whim, he could make the call. Now that he's already done it, now Now he has no connections at YouTube. He has no power whatsoever. Bullshit,
Nobody
buddy.
believes
Nobody believes you.
At all.
So here comes quartering. We've moved from, well, he disproved he flagged anything, to now anonymous DMs from someone with connections. No, we have the DMs from you to Josh Moon, where you told us that you were going to flex your connections and that you could make one phone call and our channel would disappear. He claims it's fan fiction. I guess I have to release all my phone records now. Yes, you do. And it still won't be enough.
It won't be enough.
Jeremy, do you understand
Wait a
that
minute,
to everybody...
so now he's trying to say what Kiwi Farms released is bullshit? Oh my gosh, dude.
Who's reasonable, you look completely guilty.
This is like DSP Cyrax levels of delusion.
Because you are completely guilty.
Dude, this isn't like it happened a year ago, and now we're trying to dig everything. It happened 2 days ago.
Most of us had no idea that there was an ability to contact a person at YouTube to have them take it down. That's why initially we said that he flagged.
Yeah.
But had we looked closer at the DMs to Josh Moon, the truth was in our faces the entire time. He told us exactly how he was going to do it, exactly how it was going to go down, and it went down exactly as he said it would.
You know what's funny, Ash? My Warski channel, when it was banned 3 years ago or 4 years ago, it was Francesca Ramsey who bragged about it by calling her YouTube manager. And there's a tweet. She used a point of contact. And that's why when I appealed it, they were like, wait, there's something wrong here. What the I banned it immediately within a day.
It's full-blown SJW tactics. This is the social justice warrior playbook.
Funny, eh?
It's the exact same playbook that people like Francesca Ramsey used for years to deplatform conservative voices, except this time it's being done by a supposed free speech champion, right-wing warrior, to another right-leaning conservative outlet that is criticizing him, and he doesn't like it, and he wants it to stop. He's desperate for it to stop. He's willing to do anything to stop us from criticizing him, and you have to wonder why. And you have to wonder why it happened exactly when we started talking about his Bull Adams and why all of the clips that are going down, all of the ones that are being flagged down, the timestamp involved is the timestamp talking about the Bull Adams. You get the most flack when you're right over the target. I firmly believe that he is a cuckold, that there's some dirty, shady shit going on between him and Adam. And if there wasn't, after it was revealed, the lifestyle that this guy engages in, the criminal record that he has, that's a matter of public record, by the way. We are reporting on the public record, just so we make it clear, right?
Yeah.
If that was the case, why did Jeremy Hambly invite this guy to his house for darts again this week? Why? Because he's a participant in the lifestyle, because he doesn't have a problem with it, because he is engaging in it. And that's speculation, but it's speculation based on a lot of circumstantial evidence that we've covered many, many times before.
What does darts have? What does a dartboard have?
A bullseye, buddy. So, here quartering goes after Prime Jer. He decides to make an ass out of himself, show his ass to everybody again, and start fighting with other people because he can't handle the fact that people that he was associated with in the past are criticizing him. And that shows the credibility that our claims have, that people in the past who had business ties to quartering, actual financial incentive to continue associating with him, are disassociating. People don't disassociate from people that they have a financial gain to associate with unless there's actually something going on, Jeremy. And where there's smoke in your case, there is certainly fire, and everyone knows it. So this mega crack Mike says they claimed he got their account taken down and have given zero evidence of that action. Well, Jeremy Prime just comes in with the common sense reality that it doesn't matter. When you have 2 million subscribers and a massive contract with another platform, and you're always bragging about how you're a free speech champion, and then you go out, you cannot, under any circumstances, threaten to flag other channels that are being mean to you, especially when he's in the same business I'm in, where we criticize people all day, every day. This is the internet. Very, very common sense take.
You know what's funny too? If this were anyone, if this were like a family channel or a Mr. Morrow, people would have sympathy for these people and go like, they are being mean. They're nice people who are. This is a guy who's made his living, and we'll see it here in a bit, calling people cocks, accusing other men of wives f***ing other people.
Well, he's also accused other people. He's also accused Brie Larson of flagging him without any evidence.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
When we actually have a lot of evidence that it was him, and he really had no evidence that it was Brie Larson flagging him. But let's continue. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. There's a lot, guys.
And it really comes down to he can dish it out, but he can't f***ing take it. So quartering goes, so the real reason Jeremy here is mad is because money? No. It's so disingenuous. It's because you're deplatforming people, dude. He goes,
Yeah, how does he not see that?
this guy uncritically reposted some of the most vile shit about me. Openly supports those harassing me. No, he doesn't. He doesn't openly support harassment.
I see you, kid. Oh my God.
Pretty chill.
Nobody openly supports harassment.
No.
If what we're doing to you can be considered harassment, then what you've done to Jack Murphy is harassment. What you've done to Brie Larson is harassment. What you've done to 8 Thoughts is harassment. You know that those weren't harassment. And you know that ours isn't harassment either. We are critical of a public figure with 2 million subscribers who is no weeping willow. He's no wilting daisy. He is a combative, contentious prick who makes his livelihood going against other people. But when somebody goes against him, he cries harassment and reports them down.
Also,
Anyway.
Jer, you flagged our clip channel before you made the phone call. We lost that video about the bull, right? Then we fought it and it was appealed and it won. So then you made the phone call. So if we were breaking the rules and it was harassment against TOS, the human reviewer would have struck us.
But he couldn't go through the manual review system. He couldn't go through the actual TOS because we weren't in violation of the TOS. So he had to go up to a high-level employee or contact at YouTube that made the call at the exact time that would be most beneficial to them, because we wouldn't be able to get to our YouTube contact until Monday. And neither would anybody else who wants to help us.
Yes.
It was all coordinated. It was all cloak and dagger, and it's all bullshit.
Pardon the pun. Here we go. And good
So,
Jer.
Jeremy Prime, Good Jer, says the issue is that you publicly threatened to take someone else's channel down. Then you privately threatened to do it, and then it actually happened a few days later. Instead of taking
how can you not put 2 and 2 together? Seriously.
direct responsibility for your own actions and behavior, you continue to blame the internet. Then Quartering poisons the well. The guy that reposts Kino Casino wants me to think he's here in good faith. Jeremy, you're a clown, man. You can see above that I did not flag them, and yet here you are saying apologize for what exactly? It's
Then why
not
say
about
this? Then why say this first sentence, Jer? Like
But if it's-
you're obviously
Exactly.
seething about this, and then you go, but anyway, what?
This guy is a clown. He is the most bad faith and disingenuous person I have ever encountered on the internet. And he's crying about good faith. By the way, if everything we do is trolling and in bad faith, why are you so butthurt about it? Because you could always just say to anybody who brings, they're trolls, they're in bad faith. But it turns out that we weren't, because it turns out that Adam Sellers, the Jew bull, was real. And he's engaged in that lifestyle, and he's been your friend for 10 years over at your house nearly every weekend. And it's all on tape. All of the times that you invited him over, all of the times that you invited his wife over to get in your hot tub with her big tits, as you said. It's
Right, yeah, he said that. That's what dude, I would never say that about a friend's wife. That's so inappropriate. Dude, that's so inappropriate.
Things that came out of your own
my
mouth,
gosh,
and you refuse to take any accountability for it, and it's unacceptable, buddy.
Yo, Jeremy Prime
Jeremy
rules.
Prime
I
says,
love him.
you need someone to be honest with you and bring you back to reality. I tried. By the way, Jer Prime on his own channel let everybody know that he gave Jeremy his phone number, said, please call me. You need an intervention. And Jeremy, TheQuartering, blocked him. He said, you can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. He says, Jeremy, I see what you're doing. Pander away. Do it on your own timeline. I wish you all the success in the world. The idea that Jeremy Prime, D-Day King Cobra, or sorry, not D-Day King Cobra, D-Day Cobra, rather, needs the Kino Casino to make money, or needs to pander to our audience to make
never
money.
has to do that,
He's
never.
a far bigger
Dude.
streamer than us.
Yeah, like when you go to his Twitter, it's like he's got six digit or 6-figure followers. Like, yeah, dude, like no, he doesn't need to do that.
He was like number 4 in the world in super chats on YouTube last year.
On one of his YouTube channels, out of
Like,
3 or 4
this is
or
a
whatever.
guy that's probably bringing in 7 figures a year or more.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Like
god.
the association with us, with the drama and the stuff that we do, doesn't help him. It actually might hurt him in the eyes of his normie viewers. But he enjoys this program, and he wants to stand up for what's right, Jeremy. Do you get that? This isn't about money. This is the thing, is this guy, Jeremy Hambley, is
And
very...
I would like to think, too, this isn't partisan either. I would like to think that both sides can agree. Deplatforming people because you don't like what they're saying about you because of you've made comments about it or whatever, they should not be removed off YouTube. That's ridiculous.
low IQ. Let's just be honest. He has not been able to complete a book in his entire life. He's admitted that. He's admitted that.
Not even
He
Outsiders?
apparently... No. He's apparently gone through, according to his own admission, 6 years of college without reading a single book. In my opinion, if you can
What?
get a master's degree from some bum Midwestern community college like he did without reading a single book, it's not worth the paper it's written on. This guy has no theory of...
Wait, he has a college degree and he's saying he's never read a book?
mind. He has no ability to understand that what motivates other people may be different than what motivates him. So because he's only motivated by...
And it's not like I'm some scholar. I've read a couple books, but like, dude, not even one? Not even one.
clicks, views, and money, he assumes that it must be the same for everybody. But it's not. Some people want to do the right thing. And that blows his mind because he's an evil piece of shit. Final point on that matter of his stupidity. He has been talking about the Iran war every day for months, but could not find the country of Iran on a map.
I found it.
That's insane, dude.
Andy found it. Jer was in Australia and South America.
I found it.
It was insane. It was insane.
You were like, I was like, what country are you looking for?
And he was also trying to like, you know, determine whether all that traffic was, you know, good or not. Like, of course he couldn't tell you that.
Iran. You're like, what the fuck? You were like shocked, by the way, that I found it. I was shocked I found it too, to be honest.
So here we have other people coming out. TheQuartering has successfully burned every positive bridge he's had for yes men, aligning himself with those who don't care about him, but what he can give them. He was exposed for being everything he was against. He never stood for anything. This is a guy who Jeremy Hambley was friends with in business associates for years, and he blocked him for offering him good advice for the high crime of telling him no, because Jeremy Hambley was a Nepo baby who was never told no ever in his life. His parents, according to him, owned 7 different rental properties.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
He wanted for nothing.
Oh, wow. Another has never had to work for shit in his life. Oh my gosh.
He always had the coolest toy, the coolest gadget.
Yeah. God damn it. Oh, what a piece of shit.
And he would use that to try and get popular with the other kids who obviously never accepted him. And Jeremy Hambley told us a story of when his teachers failed him in class, and they told his parents, Jeremy wants lobster grades for cod work. And rather than Jeremy Hambley's parents teaching him a lesson, saying, no, Jeremy, you have to do better
they pulled him out of the school and took him to a different one, right?
in school, they fought with the teacher and basically forced the teacher to give their son high grades rather than him actually earning them. That's what he said on his own stream. That's why he acts the way he does today, because he's never been told no once before in his miserable life. Never no to putting food in his mouth, never no to drinking down the bottle, never no to popping a bunch of pills, never no to deplatforming other people and silencing their voices. But he's finally being told no, and he's spiraling like the big baby that he is.
And by the way, we'll watch this later. The anxiety. You could see the anxiety in his new videos.
He's a broken man. He's a sad man.
Oh, we'll watch it. We have to watch the shorts too. I watched a bunch of the shorts.
Aiden Paladin, your torch locks the way.
Aiden Paladin.
Your torch does it. This is everybody is getting united across every spectrum of the political divide. And she comes in and says, you still need to show all the other accounts you have access to. That means Midwestly, Unsleeved Media, Clawstruck, RC Nightmare. You would also need your friend Adam to show his report history. You told Josh Moon you were going to have your YouTube rep take action. So even if you show every channel you own and Adam's, that's still not proof you didn't ask the rep to do it. You also encouraged your audience to flag them. There is nothing you can do at this point that will convince anyone you had no involvement. The best thing you can do is admit that you did it, that you asked your rep to do it, or at least cop to winking at your audience to do it for you. Apologize for real and take your lumps. You've dug your hole so deep here, there's no way to convince anyone you aren't in some way responsible for trying to silence them. And that's just the truth. And that's also, just the truth.
I'll add one more thing, Aiden. He needs rehab. Listen, drug addicts and alcoholics, they'll lie and lie and lie and lie. They'll like try and cover up something and then like drink away and then f it up. He needs to have rehab for 2 months.
Somebody here in chat says this is unemployed Infinity War and Endgame. So true. It's been a huge week for the unemployed everywhere. I'll tell you that. You'll see when we get to the section where I show
on your
all
left,
of the,
Ash, Worski, on your left, all the circles open.
No, you guys will see later on. I have an entire section where I basically grabbed everybody from everywhere that was supporting us, and I put them all in one section, and that really will be like the autistic Avengers, and we'll see that. But let's continue through this presentation.
And also, don't worry, if you reach out to us privately, you are not included in that, okay? Like, don't worry, I know there's some people who want to stay private about it. All right, there we go.
So Quartering Sen says, I don't need to show you shit. Exactly how I said. And then Aiden just goes, then why did you bother posting these at all? And that's the thing.
Right.
If
why would he even, why did he even tweet that
just flat out denied it and then didn't do all of this bullshit and fighting with everybody, he would have been better off. But instead, he was desperate because he was guilty. So he's like, I gotta prove my innocence. I gotta prove my innocence. He got so defensive, and he continues to be defensive. And the reason why is because he's fucking guilty. And we all know he's guilty. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Someone, by the way, we're going to watch a few of the shorts later, but did you know he has a TikTok where he actually reacts to the video on the top corner like this?
No.
I swear to God.
Well, so this guy, by the way, today claims that he does 6 hours of recording a day. So when he said it was 22 or 23 videos a day, it might have been even more than that.
That's okay. So he really does upload that many videos a day?
Because he says he records raw for 6 hours a day.
Bullshit,
4
by the way.
hours of pre-records and 2 hours of live. And that's his excuse for why he's low energy. Oh my God.
We're gonna-
No!
Oh, wow. What
Okay,
a
Cringe alert! Cringe alert! By the way, he complains about people on X freebooting and stealing content, but his short form content is straight up just theft. Now, this is a low point. How low can any one man or cuckold go? Bowing down to Matt Jarbo's authority. Kneeling to Matt Jarbo and saying, no moss, I can't take it. Please, Jarbo, I just can't take getting felted. Having to resort to blocking Matt Jarbo because Matt Jarbo is right about you. That's tough. That's tough.
Matt Jarbo and getting all these dubs, you know what I mean? Here we go.
So, Jarbo comes in today. I decided to take a look at Quartering's YouTube channel.
He's auditing.
And
The auditor is Matt Jarbo.
Yes, Matt Jarbo has come in as the auditor of Jer's YouTube flaggetry, his comment sweeping, his janitorial services, because Jarbo did the same thing firsthand. This is like in Catch Me If They Can, when they employed Leo to catch other crooks. It's just like that. There's nobody better suited for this role right now than Matthew Jarbo himself. So he said, I decided to take a look at Quartering's YouTube channel, and yes, he is absolutely deleting any and all comments about flagging. Jarbo says, I did the same thing back then, so I know what he's doing. He's having YouTube block certain words from appearing in the comments without authorization, but everything's fine, right, guys? No, it's not fine. And this is the thing. When you start doing this stuff, it doesn't make it stop.
No.
The internet
No.
loves a challenge.
No,
When
I
you
know.
challenge the internet and you
God.
f with people on the internet, particularly in this sphere, they will felt you.
Yeah, look-
They will find ways around the filter.
When Jarbo puts this string of emojis together at you, it's over.
Now, Jarbo says, I'm laughing at this because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He can't stop the response, nor can he mitigate it forever. The more you try, the more people pile on. Just put out an apology video, Jeremy, which is exactly what you said to me at MythCon in September of 2018. And by the way, we do have clips of Jeremy saying this. He admits that he had this conversation with Matt Jarbo at MythCon in September of 2018 on Count Dankula Show. If he wants to question that, this 100% did happen by both parties' admission. Matt Jarbo then made a video dunking on Jer about this. And it may be a little bit too much, Jarbo. Oh, actually, here we have you just pointing out. So Jer here comes out with, wife had a wonderful birthday planned for me, Bloody Marys, brunch, Brewers game, and more. So thankful for all of you. I'd post a nice picture of us, but well, I can't these days anymore. Rested, relaxed, ready to hit the ground running tomorrow. Hair of the dog comes in. Translation, had I not done the stupid shit I did the past couple days, I could have put my wife
What
on the
an
internet like
idiot.
I claimed I never do. So y'all need to feel bad for me. Worski just comes in common sense, basic. Nobody harassed Quartering's wife. He was the one who mentioned her every video and episode while saying and doing crazy shit. He made her public. She used to have a channel. The attempt to rewrite the truth to become the victim is wild. He brings in his wife as a human shield to excuse his bad behavior.
I mean, the reason I said this, by the way, and I had to tweet it out, because there's a lot of videos out there that's obviously covering this stuff, and a lot of normies do think we actually are harassing his wife. So I want them to take this tweet and read it out, because show me the proof. If his wife was harassed, would there not be a screenshot of
There would be screenshots. I would like to think there'd be screenshots, text messages, videos, evidence.
the email?
He asked others to provide proof that their wife was being harassed when it was
Exactly.
against him. But now he won't provide proof, and we'll get there in a second.
Exactly.
But let's finish out this folder. Here we have, this is a super low point in Jeremy Hambley's life, where the Boulder King, Matt Jarbo,
Yeah, I have no idea who this is.
is now talking down to the Boulder King, Jeremy Hambley, and explaining to him exactly the hell that awaits for him and what he needs
I
to
can only assume that he's someone who got caught flagging other people's channels and paid the price for it. I
do
don't
to
know.
atone. Let's have a
He's,
listen.
he's James Franco with a noose around his neck, first time.
Imagine getting felted by old man Jarbo. Like, this isn't even Jarbo in his prime, you know? Like, this is Jarbo in between Uber Eats deliveries and his, like, washed up end stage of his career, whatever is left of it. And he's just effortlessly dunking on Jared. This is tough. This is tough.
Okay, I haven't addressed this in video yet, but I'm going to be doing a live stream later on tonight to kind of go more into it. But let me
Let's
just say
go.
this, because I feel like after Jeremy did 3 videos about me when my situation happened in 20...
Wait. So Jared did 3 videos about
Wow.
Matt about the same thing, but we're liars and we have to shut the f up.
18. I kind of feel like I owe him one, at least one, right? Let me just kind of start with saying this. Jeremy, do an apology video. Come on, get your phone out. You can do it. Drunk, sober, it doesn't even really matter. Just go out there and admit you f***ed up, because you did f*** up. Whether or not you flagged or not, let's be clear about that for a second. You threatened it publicly. You said it privately, and then it happened. All right? People are going to start connecting those.
Why would you think he did it?
You really don't need to be a genius to connect those dots, dude. You really don't. Like, come on.
I know, right? This is like some man drunk at the bar starts shooting off his mouth. My fucking wife, I've had enough of her. She keeps back talking me. I'm gonna that bitch. Then 2 days later, she's found dead. And then everybody at the bar is like, well, we heard Buddy say he was gonna kill his wife. Yeah, but I said I was gonna beat her to death and she was stabbed. Well, can we see your knives? Oh, no. Okay, right.
Yeah, and where were you between the times that she, oh, okay, right. Oh, my God.
Sure.
Those dots, whether you want them to or not. The internet is nothing if not great for jumping to conclusions. And there is no preponderance of evidence you will ever be able to present that will ever fully exonerate you, and it just never will. You're never going to beat the allegation.
Even with him saying this, he's not innocent. Not allegedly. I believe 100% with facts that he was the one who did it, because two channels, same time. Anyway, yeah.
Of like this whole thing. Believe me. I know.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Jarbo has aura! No! Somehow Matt Jarbo is cobbling together a bit of aura in 2026. God help us all! God help us all! No!
Let's go!
Oh, no!
Make a video. Like, you told me to do the same thing at MythCon 2018. Make a video. You told me that like at least 3-4 times.
This is like in Endgame. We're talking about Endgame when Spider-Man comes back because he vanished,
Are we really going to compare Jarbo to Spider-Man? Like,
except he's driving an Uber Eats car.
There's not even Ant-Man in this bitch. This motherfucker's like Quicksilver or some shit,
Yeah.
I don't know, he's like a fucking low-level villain like Rhino or something, or Scorpion. You know what I mean?
He's no idea what they're saying.
Even Electro.
The Vulture. He's the Vulture.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's the Vulture, bro, to be honest. Yeah, he's like Calendar Man in Batman. He's like a one-off villain. Some people remember him.
No,
I don't know.
He's the wrestler that Spider-Man fights when he first gets his powers.
This is an insult to Randy Savage. I don't know.
Yeah, whoa, yeah. What are you doing?
What the correct analogy would be, but I'm sure
I do know that. I do know that scene.
Somebody out there that's like that can figure it out for us.
He's Boulder Man, they're saying.
Oh yeah.
Make a video. Own up to your mistakes.
Tell him, Jarbo.
And come clean. It's not going to stop the bleeding, but it can help, because this whole thing is going to break out of the sector. And when it gets out of
it's already out of the sector.
It's already gone. It's not in the sector anymore. H3's covering it this week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
You're going to have your larger commentators talk about this. Hassan Piker, maybe.
Can you imagine Hassan?
Oh, that would be hysterical.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the Jamas would neck if that happens. We don't want you, Hassan. Honestly, please, God, don't let. It's the problem. Is if the leftists like Hassan get all over this, then quartering. Then quartering will be like, it's the left that's canceling me, And I already have seen in his comment section, people say that we're left wing.
We're woke.
We baked swastika cookies.
I say the N-word off stream daily.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know
what to say.
Minimum.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Quota.
Holy shit.
Gonna blow your ass out of the water with that one, right? Charlie, Moist Critical, some of the big name dudes who don't like you are gonna come after you. H3 is gonna come after you. These guys are gonna come after you. And when they come after you, there's no containing the breach. And the message that they send, the narrative that they present, whether it be
imagine Moist Critical did fucking cover this. Hey guys, some crazy news happening today.
Well,
I mean, he should.
The full consensus will have to be reached on Reddit before Charlie will be able to say anything.
Let's go, Reddit warriors.
Right now, it's still too risky for Moist Critical to say anything, but once every single other person on the internet has weighed in, then Moist Critical will give us his hot take for sure.
Be true or false will not stop the hemorrhaging. This is your life.
Tell him,
You're never
Jarbo.
beating the allegations.
Suffer chair. You will never beat the allegations.
I like how he's apologize, but it won't help.
This condemned man in hell. This is this is like the rich man in hell talking to Lazarus, begging him for just a drop of cool water on his tongue, explaining the horrific fate that awaits all of those in hell to burn forevermore. It's a similar thing.
Schadenfreude about it or anything, because I am an empathetic person. I don't want to sit there and be all like Schadenfreude about it or anything, because I am an empathetic person. And I'm going to give you the advice you never gave me. I'm going to tell you the reason why you should do this. Because this is the best thing to protect
so you didn't. So he was just telling you to do this. He didn't tell you why.
not only your mental health, But whatever shred of credibility you are going to have left in this
Shred of credit.
There's not going to be any left.
Yeah, it's gone.
Jarbo's offering this man false hope, you know? he's opened Pandora's box, you know? And what's
Hope
in
is just
Pandora's
there.
box is hope. And that's what Jarbo is dangling in front of him right now. No, there's hope, bro. There isn't. There is Jarbo Marley coming to Jeremy Scrooge. You will be visited by 3 spirits of the sector tonight. And Coach Red Pill shows up. Yeah, you're not a real man, Jeremy. Yeah.
Donka.
Yeah.
Miserable. Just miserable.
The spirits of the sector. You see my chains of flags, Hambly. You have worked on quite a ponderous change here. Your flagging history is even longer than mine. It was the same length all those
okay. Oh my.
7 years ago.
Oh,
That's the
God,
life
bro.
of old Ham Planet these days.
Buddy. Oh, yeah, let me just do one thing. I was just checking something funny.
in this space. Because take it from me, once you lose the trust of your audience, you're f***ed. And you are right there. So the choice is now yours. Make the right one.
Okay,
Woo!
continuing
Thank you,
on. Continuing on. Here we have, it's coming in May. So Jeremy Hambly.
Oh, here we go. I'm definitely making a video on this documentary when it comes out.
Thinks that this is going to be over in a week. He thought it would be over today. It's not over today.
Yeah.
He thought it would be over
What is he thinking?
in a week. Here's the thing. This isn't going to be over for a long, long time because he says, the June the King here says, the quartering
In my opinion, if the clip channel comes back, I think that's going to alleviate a little bit of that pressure.
Documentary is releasing in May. It's
In my
looking to be
opinion.
2 to 3 hours long. It was finished, but now I need to rewrite the last section to include the most recent Kino Casino arc. This video may see some roadblocks as the Kino Casino's channel has been banned. Unless they are unbanned, which hopefully we are this week, it will be difficult and time-consuming to source specific clips I have timestamped from their channel. Now, we've already talked to June. He reached
I
out
handed
to
him
us.
everything.
And we've given him all the clips that he will need to finish the documentary. So just when Jeremy thinks that this is going to be over in the middle of May, like 6 weeks from now, 4 or 5 weeks from now.
Oh, that thing's going to get 1 million, 2 million views.
Oh, I made it. That's when June will then drop the documentary that probably 1 million people conservatively
3
will
hours.
watch.
3
And then
hours.
here's the problem. All the other streamers watch June the King documentaries and that via osmosis share it to their audience. So then millions of more normies will be woken up to what Jeremy did. And it will ignite it once again. And the pile-on will get even more intense. He can keep burying his head in the sand. He can continue to refuse to address this. But ultimately, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Apologize now. Get out ahead of it now before everybody hears about it from someone other than you. Jarbo's right, bro. You have to say something. You can't keep pretending that what's happening isn't happening. Because it's happening, as old Ron Paul would say.
What you should do is phone your point of contact, say you f***ed up, have both channels unbanned, make a video, apologize, say you were drunk as f*** and you're an alcoholic and you're heading to rehab, leave for 2 months, come back, say you're a changed man, and do your videos. It will still hurt,
He
but
never will.
at least the documentary will end with that. But he won't do it.
No, he won't. He's too prideful.
No,
He's
it's almost going to be like an open-ended ending to the documentary.
too arrogant. He thinks he's a mafia don. He thinks he's a king. That's how we got to this place.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to join into a folder called Jer Caught in 4K. Okay.
Ooh.
Everybody on Twitter and everybody on YouTube was covering this, and this isn't the first time that Jeremy Hambly has been hoisted by his own petard of revealing his search history on stream. This is the exact same way we found out he was into forced cream pies. It's the same way we found out he was impotent and he was undergoing testing for his sperm count. It's the same way that we've learned a lot of things about this fellow, and here we can see
What?
him going into his browser history. And what are we going to see but reports to YouTube?
Oh, no. And by the way, I have a theory. Well, not a theory. I know that he fired his editors because the videos are not edited anymore. And we have a few examples of that. But the editor would have removed this part for sure. But he has no editor anymore. So it's all raw. OBS record. And look at this.
Oops.
I can't believe he's there. Wait. Thanks for your report to
Oh
YouTube.
my God! Why? Like, I just don't understand. These guys have all the money in the world. Why don't you have like a Chromebook to do all that on, or something completely different that's not connected to your search history, and have your YouTube, laptop, whatever, your PC, just be that? Oh my gosh. What the hell? What is MTK? What is that? Is that his YouTube channel? What is this? What is that? Oh my. Okay, come on. Wait, am I okay? Oh my gosh.
There it is, clear as day. You only get that email when you have flagged somebody on YouTube. He's going to cope and say that this is him appealing the monetization process on his Unsleeved Media channel, but we're going to show you guys what the actual email that he would have received for that is, okay?
Yeah.
But there he is, caught
Look
in
at his
4K
face.
as being
That
a
one?
flagger. Look how felted he was in that moment. And look at his eyes,
Oh
man.
my God.
This guy hasn't slept in weeks, man. This guy is a drunkard. This guy's a fucking pillhead. He's just absolutely run ragged, bro.
Also, his viewership, even on his main channel, is fucking brutal. This guy ain't pulling anything now.
We have to ring the bell for this. Like,
Yes.
he just exposes himself and he'll never learn. Like, he just doesn't learn. He does this same mistake so many times and he will do it again in the future. Okay.
Unless you see
So-
him. Look at that. Opening your
And he pulls
email?
up-
What the fuck opens your email?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Guys, are we crazy?
Seriously, this guy is an idiot.
That's actually the craziest thing to ever do, by the way. What if you're having private info, your address?
There it is.
There it is.
There
Okay.
it is. There's the screenshot right there in 4K. Thanks for your report to YouTube.
And I'm going to zoom
Well, everybody and anybody started reporting on this. So Jeremy starts coming out with his damage control, again, attempting to control the narrative. The thing is I told Jer, the harder he tries to control this narrative, the quicker he loses control.
Dude, it sounds like the shit rope. The harder you grab, the more you slide down it.
It's the old shit rope over the shit.
Oh my god. I did not watch this ahead of time. That is, and for those that don't know, the shit rope is a Trailer Park Boys reference from Mr. Leahy. R.I.P. Mr. Leahy. Oh, and if you guys don't know Trailer Park Boys, if you have Netflix, go watch it. It is hysterical. And I was exposed to that show by the most unlikely people that I would have never guessed in a million years that they would watch anything like it. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god, it is so funny. I told her so. I told her so. It's the way she goes, boys. It's the way she goes. I mean, there's just... Oh, the Ricky-isms are amazing. Oh, it's just a great... It's just a great show.
Abyss. The harder he clings onto that rope, the quicker it slips through his fingers, the greasier it gets, and he goes right down into the shit abyss of hell, where he's going to have to look in the mirror at what he has become and see the truth. So he says, yesterday I showed that I had not flagged on their channel, and then they came up with this crazy theory.
What?
This crazy theory, you mean what you told us yourself, Jeremy? What we showed earlier in this presentation, when you told Josh Moon that all you had to do was make one phone call to take our channel down? This crazy theory from some unknown source. You mean you? The unknown source is literally your own DMs and your own words. Like, I don't know what to say. That I almost definitely called someone at YouTube. No, that unknown source, which is Yellow Flash's security contact, and many other YouTubers, by the way, of prominence, came to us privately and said the exact same thing when they contacted their own YouTube reps as to what was going on. Okay? That I almost definitely called someone at YouTube. And by the way, you told us that that's what you were going to do. Now it's back to, I definitely flagged it down when nobody believed them. Happy birthday to me. You are not the victim in
You
this.
flagged it and you called.
Listen, you certainly flagged somebody, okay? That's the thing. You do not get a report, an email that says thanks for your report if you didn't report anything, okay?
Yeah, report. Yeah, what do you report? Right, what do you report?
That's just the reality. And he tries to gaslight us like we're all dumb, like we're all stupid, and that we have no idea how anything works or what's going on. What this guy does is just like a leftist does. He relies on the ignorance and the stupidity of people in order to gaslight them as to his sick narrative. It's pathetic. It's sad. Let's continue.
Yeah, this was actually crazy that he said this, by the way. It's like unbelievable that he could ever even write that.
Then he says, for my final act, I will prove my rep no longer even works at YouTube. Listen, even if we believed you that this particular
Yeah, what is that going to prove?
the rep doesn't work at YouTube anymore, it doesn't mean that you don't have a point of contact at YouTube capable of doing this. Why should we believe you now? When you were threatening us, saying that you did have this power to make one phone call and take us down, when you wanted to intimidate us into doing what you wanted, when you wanted to extort us and say that you were going to burn down a 6-figure a year income stream for our editor unless we did as you told us, this person, this point of contact was completely real. But now after you've burned down a 6-figure-a-year income stream for us, okay, now you want us to believe that this person isn't real. How convenient, Jer. How convenient. He says he's disproven every single accusation when he's disproven nothing, and everyone knows he's guilty. He says anybody accusing me now is doing so in bad faith. No, the fact that you can't see why people would believe that you are responsible for this is the bad faith. You have to at least at minimum go, I can see why everybody thinks this is
right. Yes, and he can't, and he won't do it because that would be admitting he's wrong.
It's me, and I have no real way of disproving that it's me, but please, God, please believe me, it's not my fault. That needs to be your position. And you need to be apologetic, and you need to be like, listen, it wasn't actually me, but I led people to do this. I told people to do this. Ultimately, it's still my responsibility whether I did it or not, and I have to atone for it. But you're not doing that. You're pretending that everybody is stupid. You are peeing on our hand and telling us that it is raining, and we are tired. We are tired of playing these nonsense games with you. This is the definition of being disingenuous. This is the definition of bad faith, Mr. Hambly.
There's also one really big thing I just realized. First of all, two things. First thing is YouTube reps, they'll be temporary with you. They'll stay with you for 6 months to a year. We know this, right? And they actually switch reps. You'll have a rep for 6 months. You won't have a rep for a few months, and they'll bring you a new rep. And it's make sure that everyone has a fair chance with all the reps, right? But with that being said, does this even make sense? Read this.
No, it doesn't.
How does it make sense? Okay, send
so
an
you're
email.
cutting this off. What was the email about? You know, be super specific about what's going on. What were you contacting this representative for? So here's what happened. He went to the default YouTube rep, and the default YouTube rep told him there's nothing I can do. I don't even work there anymore. So then he made a call to an actual employee. You see, he escalated it even higher to his real connection there. That's what happened. That's all that proves. Because what are you going to this rep to complain about exactly?
But Ash, but even more so, how does this make sense? The rep acts like they work there, right? Okay, send an email to blah, blah, blah. Be specific. He goes, okay. And then, so they work there here. And then suddenly...
all of his screenshots...
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, so be super specific about what's going on. Okay, and I can't help. I left YouTube. Why wouldn't that have been right here? Not be specific. I can't help you. What? Something's not adding up here.
Are bad faith. They're all crossed. None of it makes any sense. By the way, like, can we really trust somebody who's clearly drunk when they wrote this? Like, by certain folk gowned out, he doesn't even work there anymore.
Be super specific about what's going on. Okay, why isn't that I can't help? That should have been up here, not okay, send it to this email address. That would have been here. Something's not adding up. You guys are seeing that, right?
More. Like, read that last sentence. He's obviously drunk when he wrote this, and that's how we know that he thought he could get away with it, because he's drunk as a skunk, and later on in this presentation, we're going to prove he's an alcoholic who even his own mother is concerned about his drinking by his own admission.
You know what's so funny about this whole story, this whole arc? Usually when we're covering something or other people, there's always like 60% evidence, right? And 40% is like mystery. With him, it's like beating Spiral at 110%, like the extra percentage of evidence. Like, we don't even need any more evidence. Like, stop. We're good.
It's beyond any actual reasonable doubt. There's still absolute cope doubt out there, like, you know. But here it is. Here it is again. When he tries to say he has no contact at YouTube yesterday, well, it was different last week. He says, I have a non-Pajit YouTube rep. You know that, right? One phone call gone. But it's a complete unknown narrative out of nowhere. Stop it. Stop it, Jeremy. Just stop. We're tired. We're tired. I'm not arguing with this anymore. We all know you're guilty.
How is there two people who read this?
Well, no, it's delivered with the first check mark and then read with the second.
Someone said that means two people read it.
No, he edited something out because that I can't help you should have been the first thing, not, oh, here's my email. Now tell me exactly what you want. And then he says, okay, and then I can't help you. That's not in chronological order. He edited something out. Something's missing there, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
Okay. So this is the email he shows us. He says, this is the report email. Thank you for your report email. Except he doesn't show us the subject line. He doesn't show us the subject line.
Read this.
He crossed that out.
We hope you're thriving gracefully. That's not what they say when you report. They go, thank you for reporting. Like, we see it in the email, in the line.
This is a completely different thing. Here's the only way that you can get the email that Jeremy Hambly got. If we go to the next slide, right? It's obvious that that's not the email. So this person reported his own main channel using his dead gaming channel. And this is what it looks like when you report another channel. But sure, y'all keep believing that email was an appeal. TheQuartering is a lying sack of shit, and he will gaslight everyone into believing he isn't. Next slide.
This legend Flagged
The internet
himself.
loves a challenge, Jared.
Flagged
The internet
himself.
loves a challenge.
Yeah, dude. Oh
There it
my
is.
So there it is. Thanks for helping our community.
Yeah.
There it is. Thanks for your report to YouTube. It looks exactly like the email. Go to the next slide.
And look, it's woke.
It is woke. It's gay. There it is. That looks exactly like the email that Jeremy Hambley received from YouTube, because it is the email that Jeremy Hambley received from YouTube because he flagged on that channel. And he refuses to show the flag history on that channel to this day. Whether he flagged us or whether he flagged somebody else, he certainly is a flag it, and that email proves it. Okay? Continuing. There it is.
More-
Matches up. Matches up. It's the same. This is what it should actually, that's also what it looks like. That's the email that he received. Thanks for your report to YouTube. Here's what it should actually look like if we go to the next slide. Here's what it should actually look like if he was appealing the monetization. Your appeal was successful. Your channel will continue monetizing. That's what it should look like.
Wow, this guy went hardcore.
But it doesn't look like that, because that's not what it is. Now, here we have Brittany Venti has come out debunking his nonsense counter arguments and his cultist claims. Number one, it's lies. Jeremy is actively denying reality and hiding replies that post proof. And that's just an objective fact. If you go to Quartering's Twitter right now, people are constantly posting the receipts that show how he lied, but he hides the posts and blocks everybody that calls him out because he's super scared that his normie audience of boomers will see the bad behavior that he's engaging in and stop supporting. Everything has been documented extensively. He encouraged and threatened to take down the Kino Casino's clip channel, which had a lot of receipts. If he wants the truth out, why is he doing such intense damage control? Point number two, his family is being harassed, and we're going to directly deal with this point next. He hasn't shown proof of this. And additionally, he himself blamed it on his political takes with Israel and Iran. This was never encouraged by Brittany Venti, nor the Kino Casino, nor any other content creator that's been talking about this that I know of. Number three, he says the Kino Casino harassed him for critiquing him. By his definition of harassment, Jeremy himself has no issues with harassment, whether it's making sexual comments toward many women on stream, name-calling, lying, name-calling Brittany saying she's 40 and bringing up old gossip, or with encouraging deplatforming his critics.
Wow, Brittany Venti dub, and there's more.
Number four, it's private. Jeremy openly talked about these things, which is why he was made fun of for electing this information to the public. He featured his wife extensively on his channel for his coffee brand, and I'll add on his live stream constantly talked about her. Remember that his entire living is making fun of others and defending free speech and speaking against false flagging. So now we're going to the next folder, which is entitled
spicy.
My Channel is Under Attack. And every single one of these clips is so ironic and so devastating to Jeremy Hambley's case. And none more is damaging to his case of harassment and using his wife as a human shield than this clip, where Jeremy Hambley is calling out somebody else for playing the victim, playing the harassment card, playing the cyberbullying card about somebody else's wife being a victim. Let's hear how Jeremy Hambley handles this exact situation that he's claiming for himself. Let's see if he holds this guy to the same standard he wants for himself,
All
or
right,
whether
Ham?
he's more, or whether he sounds like us, okay?
Hey, Mr. Ham, you ready? Go.
Spent much time thinking about how to best handle the issues with harassment and cyberbullying in Magic.
So right
My wife
away,
has
his tone, is he taking that seriously?
Can you believe this guy's wife is being
This guy's
harassed?
claim of harassment and
Yeah, no, he sounds very sarcastic.
cyberbullying, or is he immediately being dismissive of it and pointing it out as being nonsense? You know,
By the way,
let's continue.
cyber bullying.
long been a victim of these actions. No,
Oh wait, did you just laugh?
He laughs.
What the
He
fuck?
laughs. He laughs at someone's wife being made a victim.
Okay.
But he expects us to take his wife being made a victim seriously. Do you see why
no
I say
proof.
he's bad faith? Why he's disingenuous? Why he is a slimy charlatan? He's a shapeshifter with no actual principles or values. He will say whatever benefits him in the moment. And here, he didn't want to be held accountable himself for harassing someone's wife, so he dismisses it entirely. But we have to take him seriously when he tries to hide behind his wife.
And one last thing, in the Josh DMs, he literally said that it was his wife's idea to flag, throwing her under the bus, knowing, because he messaged, I know these will be public. You knew it will be public, and you told your wife, or you blamed
You
your
told
wife.
everybody that it was your wife who told you to
You're
flag it down.
harassing your wife, if anybody. Like, let's fucking be real.
no evidence of that, of course. And
He asked for evidence of harassment. But when we ask for the evidence of his harassment that he claims is
He hasn't provided any.
going on in real life, he won't produce it. So he has a different standard for other people than he has for himself. With others, produce evidence, produce the receipts. With him, just trust me, bro. I don't have to provide evidence.
no evidence of that, of course. His wife is a nobody. No one would
Wait.
know who she is if she wasn't married to him.
Oh, wait. No.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Jeremy. No.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Wow,
Cooked.
what, dude? What a hypocrite!
That's
Jeremy,
beyond
cooked.
cooked.
What a
Just fucking burning.
hypocrite.
Take it off the oven.
And
over.
so I find that extraordinarily hard to believe.
Oh.
Wow, but we can't find his claims of victimhood extraordinarily hard to believe. Let's just watch that one more time.
Yeah.
Completely uninterrupted. Let's not say anything, just so that people can understand what his standards are for harassment and cyberbullying when it comes to other people's wives and not his. This guy's a scumbag.
spent much time thinking about how to best handle the issues with harassment and cyberbullying in Magic. My wife has long been a victim of these actions. No evidence of that, of course. His wife is a nobody. No one would know who she is if she wasn't married to him. And so I find that extraordinarily hard to believe.
What a hypocrite.
By the way, I just got an update. The Alyssa Clips episode of us that she has up is number 6 hyped in YouTube worldwide. Number with
That's crazy.
over 1.5 million hypes. That's fucking insane.
Okay, so let's continue with a lot of these very ironic clips. This one's about flagging.
Okay.
No beef with you, bro, outside of a little bro thing you did, bro, by flagging down videos, bro, on YouTube, bro, because they made fun of you, bro. That's pretty soft.
Oh, wow.
That's rich.
That's
Pretty soft, AJ.
baby do, bro.
Soft.
And then admitting it on stream and thinking that that's
You
cool,
admitted
bro,
it.
is not what a bro would do, bro.
By the way, the fucking gold
Why is he saying that?
play button back here is ironic. The
Pretty soft,
irony
bro.
of a fucking dead channel. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Wait, so
fucking
now
cop.
here he is saying that we're accusing him of flagging without evidence, right? That's what he's been maintaining this whole time. We've actually provided ample evidence. Like, I think it's more clear cut than just about any other example outside of Matt Jarbo literally admitting to it, right? But here he is accusing Brie Larson of flagging him without any evidence, just a trust me, bro, gut feeling. Okay? I
Okay.
just want to point out the hypocrisy.
No, Bree, say it isn't so. Please tell me you are not flagging videos all
Oh my gosh.
God.
ready.
No evidence
This
he ever
can't
flagged
possibly.
anything.
Why the f would Brie Larson like flag?
That dude, just him saying that is just so
You
bad.
know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
it's
it's
Brie
so
Larson. Think she has
bad.
time for that?
Be true. There's just no way that what this terrible person has written about you could possibly be true. It's almost, I mean, it's definitely not that. I mean, maybe somebody predicted this would happen.
Oh, he looks so dirty.
I know.
He looks like he hasn't showered in like a month.
Well, because he doesn't. Because he's a greasy bum. Here's more of him accusing Brie Larson of flagging without any proof, but it's not okay. You know, we're being disingenuous and we're being bad faith. And
Flagging people's videos to get them to monetize. That's how you gets you in the hot box even more than you already are, Bree. So I highly recommend not doing that.
You do a
wow.
PowerPoint
So
fucking presentation.
he recognizes that doing that gets you in the hot seat in the penalty box, but he does it himself. Here's another richly ironic clip of him talking about deplatforming critics.
I wouldn't say the word rich with him around anymore because he's fucking broke. He's losing everything.
For too long, people like Megs Visaggio and her ilk can go around with no repercussions, filing copyright strikes and harassment strikes and things like that.
Oh, wait,
Harassment strikes.
harassment
Oh, wow.
strikes.
Wait, so harassment strikes on the face of them are just BS then, right there? That's what you're admitting, right? That the idea of being
And look how high he has the camera.
cyberbullied or being cyber harassed is BS. What changed exactly?
Oh
What
my
changed
gosh.
between then and now? What changed is that you went from being one of the
Oh, okay. So now this is why he wears a hat. Oh my god.
little guys. You went from being one of the underdogs
Oh,
to now you're
boy.
one of the big boys at the big kids table with the YouTube representative, and you believe that you can get away with this behavior without repercussions, that you can openly threaten other people's livelihoods and extort people into doing your bidding. And when they don't, you can then take away their livelihoods and you can take away their right to speak. That's what you have become. You have become everything you ever hated, everything you said you were ever opposed to. But the truth is, you were never opposed to it. You were always in favor of it. You just wanted to be the one wearing the boot. And that's the truth.
Ooh, fucking brutal.
But DC, this is, a strong message from me that
So
you need
here
to
he
get
is
your
saying that DC needs to get their employees in line. But if we say that Rumble needs to get their employees in line, then that's wrong, right?
Oh, then we're.
You see?
Oh.
You see how this works? It's rules for thee, but not for me, the Hambly files. It really is.
By the way, imagine being one of the heads of DC, and this tells you how to run their business. Like quartering, like you control DC and Batman.
creators in line. You need to send a strong message that you're not going to support people deplatforming critics.
Oh my god.
Should Rumble send a strong message that they don't support your deplatforming behavior, your encouragement of deplatforming? Because at minimum, okay, you've admitted that you encourage deplatforming. You have admitted that and admitted that your actions were wrong in doing that. Should you face censorship? Should you face repercussions? Should you face consequences? You believe the people who worked at DC should. Just saying.
Quartering. This is quartering versus quartering right now.
It is. It is. And he's just, listen, he thinks that this is all like comedic, it's all jokes, and we're bad faith, but he's being destroyed point by point by point,
It wouldn't be if the clip channel was still around.
systematically, in a calm, logical fashion. He does not know what he's f***ing with. He really doesn't. He has sowed the wind, and he will reap the whirlwind.
Oh,
I guarantee.
he already is.
because that is a slippery slope, one that I don't think DC really wants to travel down. You're going to lose a lot of your strongest supporters.
Rumble will lose a lot of their strongest supporters if they continue to enable your behavior. And let's remember, he said that he could deplatform whoever he wants, specifically because he has a Rumble contract that will financially secure him through all of it.
How does he put those two together? How can he seriously have that thought like, oh yeah, I bring them, I'm such a valuable asset to that platform, I can do whatever I want. I can go against even their own, what they stand for. That's, I don't know.
Contact that YouTube, right?
I highly recommend thinking about fixing this.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be fixed. Maybe it should.
Maybe it should be fixed, Rumble.
So here's Jeremy just felting himself some more.
Okay.
I've made a lot of enemies over the years.
Yeah.
And they latch on to this, and they try every chance they get to get me removed. And one day it'll work. I'm certain of it. Because I'm covering the people that you can't cover. I'm talking about
Oh my God, dude.
He covers the people you
who can't you cover?
Can't cover. He says the things that you can't say. Isn't that what we're doing? We're covering Jeremy Hambley, the person that you can't cover, the person who's too rich, who's too powerful, who's too well connected to be criticized, who has the ability to make people's livelihoods go away with a snap of his fingers. We are that person now. We are the ones being silenced by him. He pretended like he was the voice of the voiceless. He pretended like he was an underdog. He pretended like he was a free speech champion that supported other people's right to say what they wanted to say. But the moment that he got any sort of power, he silenced his own critics rather than actually engage in the marketplace of ideas. It's sad.
Or ignore and move on and make 5 videos a day and make money, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. He could have just literally have said nothing and just kept making videos.
Gosh, said on the last show, we were literally at the point where our next segment would be 1 hour only, and then everything else, Ralph and DSP and all this stuff, right? All the well buddies like we normally do.
Well, he has made himself the sole focus of our show.
Yeah.
And if he does successfully get us deplatformed from Kick, then we're going to be on Rumble doing it to him every single day. And then is he going to pull his strings at Rumble to have us removed there as well? Like, this is the thing. This guy has been given way too much power and way too much authority.
And why?
And it's gone to his head completely, and he believes that he's able to police everybody's speech, that everyone else can be criticized but him. And that's not how any of this works. And he seriously needs to back up off of this and actually apologize and make restitution for what he has done wrong. This is wrong what he's done.
Yeah.
And everyone agrees.
If you call your rep, have it reversed, I mean, it might be reversed before that happens, and make a video, apologize, say that you phoned the rep, say you were blackout drunk and pissed off, and then head to rehab, that's the first step forward. It's going to be still tough, though. It's going to be still tough, even with all that.
things that you're not allowed to talk about, apparently.
Wow, we're not allowed to talk about him and his bull, apparently. It was everybody else had to be exposed and have the truth spoken about them, but not him. Here's Jeremy going to tell us about fake harassment. Go ahead, Jer. Tell us.
Oh, by the way, look at this guy. This is the guy who owns YouTube.
This is your TradCon Christian Chad.
This guy?
Like, this is what's crazy. Like, I don't know how he gained this level of power, but he told us he had this power. I didn't believe it, but we see the proof is in the pudding. That all of these channels are getting...
Joe Rogan said that most conservatives are nerds. I mean, if this is their point of reference, it's like, yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, what the hell is... Dude, I know this is a card game, but dude, oh, okay. Listen, I like professional wrestling. I'm a nerd, too. But I'm not a dork. There is a difference. There is a huge difference between a nerd and a dork.
Banned. All of these videos are getting taken down criticizing this guy and his bull. It's crazy.
There's large groups of people who have been caught coordinating mass flaggings, and as well as articles, websites in the Magic the Gathering space, specifically publishing how-to guides on how to flag my content. This time, though, they made a huge mistake and tried...
Wait, you mean like on the Kick thing? On the show you did where you explained how to do it?
Yeah, and you explained exactly how you would take down our channel, and then it actually happened exactly how you said it would happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but we're just a comedy show. We lie and fabricate everything. It's not like we're just showing you the things and making little jokes in between.
to make it about me falsely
I mean, he's got Funko Pops behind him. The end.
He's
Case
cringe.
closed.
He's gay.
Case closed.
asking somebody to which was something that nobody could prove. So now they're all standing out there with their junk in their hands, desperately trying to shift the goalpost to try and keep me as the enemy.
Interesting.
And before Jack just dropped. All right, here we go.
Here is Jeremy explaining exactly what playbook he's running these days.
First on
Oh, sorry. These are all like really loud clips.
Patreon. So they try to take your money, right? This is a
That's what you did to us.
If they get my money,
Oh my god! I mean, is this? Oh, okay. He's doing the same thing.
Look, you said you would take
all right.
$10,000 a month from us, and you did. You ran the SJW playbook. You want to take away our money. You want to take away our ability to get our message out there, our livelihoods. You want to take it all away, just like an SJW, because you yourself are a special, high and holy figure that's above reproach, that's above criticism. No one can ask questions about your bull. Anybody else in the right-wing space, questions would rightfully be asked about a swinging bull that was their friend for 10 years, that you're talking about parties and hot tubs with your wife, but no, you're above that sort of criticism.
Yeah.
You're silencing everyone who brings it up.
On Patreon, it'll be about $1,000 a month. That's going to really suck for the Magic channel. The Patreon here on TheQuartering, I don't think that they're going to get. There's really nothing to report. There's really nothing to report either.
He didn't like it. He didn't like it when his livelihood was being taken away.
Oh, see,
but now
that's so that's such a piece of shit. He literally had to go through the same thing also, and then now when he has the power to do it, he's gonna do the same thing.
Takes away the livelihood of others.
Wow.
Isn't it shameful?
That's
Isn't that
bullshit.
disgusting?
And it wasn't even us, by the way.
Becoming everything that you ever fought against, everything that you railed against for years, how you built your millions of dollars, how you built your fortune, how you built your name, all of your connections and all of your clout, and then you use all of that wealth, all of those connections and all of that clout to become the very thing you hated. A person who takes away others' livelihood for simply speaking their minds. That's you, Jeremy Hambley. That is you.
It's funny how he's using the woke playbook, because as he says, go woke, go broke, Jer.
But you know how these things go.
By the way, you know what's really funny about this whole thing, Ash? H3H3, 3 years ago, has a whole video, 3 hours, on how quartering is actually a right-wing SJW.
Well, he is.
The Content Corp, if you watch it,
Really?
literally, H3 predicted this 3 years ago. And it's a great video, by the way. I watched it the other day.
So hopefully they don't. And hopefully a bunch of people will just counter back so it really sticks in their craw.
Okay.
Wow, Ash with the fucking haymakers here. Holy.
So here we have Jeremy Hambley on Jeremy Hambley. That's really what this is. But these are Jeremy Hambley's words to Matt Jarbo. He really needs to listen to his words here, because this is the advice that he needs to follow from himself. Let's have a listen.
Let's listen to this. I know Jared's watching, by the way, right now, too.
Look at him there, man.
He looks so pissed.
What a miserable pile of shit.
He's 100% watching right now, because he was supposed to post a video up now, half an hour ago, and it's not up. Jer, where's the 5th video? Where's the video?
You're not interested in doing better. You're not interested in changing anything. You're not interested in atoning for the things that you've done on YouTube. And I'm not sure that anyone even really wants to forgive you. I don't blame them. What you did to other YouTube content creators was, again, breaking the golden rule. I wish you the best in your life. Your wife has a son now, or a daughter.
Oh, wait.
That's a
Why
lie,
are you bringing
by the
his
way.
wife in?
Yeah, he's
that's
bringing
right.
this guy's wife into it, bringing this guy's kids into it, and spreading a slanderous lie that this guy's kids aren't his own kids, when they actually are his kids. But
Wow, but that's okay, right?
again, nobody can say anything about this guy. His wife is off bounds, his family's off bounds, but that wasn't the rules for him. It's funny how that works.
And remember, Jarbo at this point was at the lowest point, and quartering had tons of subs.
And
So
he
now
just
they're going to believe him.
absolutely punched down on him
And then
like
lied.
a bully. And now he cries. He's a cry bully, folks. A cry bully. And no one likes that.
I'm told. Good for her and the father and stuff like that. And
Listen to that one more time. Let me rewind it.
I'm told. I wish you the best in your life. Your wife has a son now, or a daughter, I'm told. Good for her and the father and stuff like that. And
Oh, but wait, is he joking? Is he laughing? Is he cheating at the end?
No. But he likes to go around and kick other people when they're down. But when he's down, nobody should do that to him. It's not how it works. Turnabout is fair play, Jeremy Hambley. This has to stop. This playing the victim and playing cute and innocent has to stop. The internet doesn't forget. We all know what you've done, okay? Listen to yourself. Listen
Yeah, this is crazy.
to your own advice to yourself here and stop.
I appreciate that.
One of those, if Hannah Claire comes back tomorrow, her career is over. I guarantee you she won't be there tomorrow.
She's going to come back because she can't throw away $100,000 a year when she has a baby. And we all understand that. And I've told her that I understand that. But what I've also told to Hannah Claire is when thousands of other people are speaking out against what's wrong and you can't even offer one word of support against what's wrong, then people are going to assume that you have co-signed what is evil and what is wrong, and you will be held responsible for it just the same.
Is that why Melanie Mack had to shut all her comments off?
Well,
When she
yes,
defended quartering?
Melanie Mack had to shut off her comment section because she expected that everybody was going to agree with the deplatforming, which is completely insane. She didn't even address the deplatforming in her video. And then when every single comment was negative, I'm not kidding, like every single comment, aside from maybe one or two out of the hundreds of comments were posted, she had to shut down the comment section and censor everybody because they had completely lost control of the narrative, and the attempt to control it had failed.
And she's tweeted out some really dumbass shit, too.
Okay? That's what's going on here. I'm tired of playing games. I'm sick of this shit. And everybody's sick of this shit. It's bullshit what these guys are doing, what they're getting away with. We can't let them get away with it, or else the ecosystem that exists online will be permanently altered, because people will look up to Jeremy Hambley and his example. This is what you do when people disagree with you. This is what you do when people mock you. And anyone who remains silent or anyone who sits on the fence in regards to this is complicit in his behavior. You are enabling his behavior. He must be roundly condemned. This cannot be allowed to stand. It's not about us. It's about Alyssa Clips. It's about the Mad at the Internet archive channel. It's about anybody who wants to say things online that other people are going to disagree with and believe that they should have a right to be heard. Jeremy Hambley doesn't believe you have a right to be heard. He believes he has the right to silence you. He is worse than an
I mean, dude, DSP hasn't even done this, or has he? Has he false flagged any channels? Like, holy shit, dude.
JW, because he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He pretends to be a conservative. He pretends to be principled. He pretends to make a stand for what's right. But deep down, he is the traitor that will put the knife in your back. That's who he is.
Ooh, sheesh.
You've got to get off this YouTube thing and just move on. I said this a year ago in one of my videos, I think 2 years ago. This just isn't for you anymore. I don't see.
That's what I think about YouTube.
Yeah.
This ain't for you. Your videos now are the worst videos in the world. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean here. Like, whatever he had, which he didn't really have much, is now fully gone. It's no editing, nothing. It's terrible.
The redemption arc here because you're unwilling to redeem yourself. You're unwilling to get back to work.
You're unwilling. That's the thing. He's unwilling to redeem himself. He's unwilling to take the steps that are necessary to make this right. He is still doubling down on that he has done nothing wrong, when every single neutral observer in all of this knows that he did wrong.
AI slop videos are better than him. AI dancing cat videos, you know, where they're doing those dances, are better than his videos.
You're still obsessing about everybody else.
He's obsessing
YouTube
about
is just
he's obsessing about Prime Jer. He's obsessing about Venti. Like, this guy can't let it go. He has to fight with all of his critics to control the narrative.
I'm wondering if they're going to cover what Stuttering Craig came up with. Did you guys see that? All of his shorts are him just saying something and then playing the short that's someone else's short, and then that's it.
Narrative, just like Jarbo did. And just like Jarbo, it's going to fail.
Or something
Ash,
like that.
let's say there's two plates in front of you. One is a 10-minute quartering video. The other is 10 minutes of Indian people being hit by trains. Which are you watching?
Well, it's already why his views are down. Everyone's watching the 10 minutes of Indians getting hit by trains. This is the thing. As soon as the terms of service were loosened up and edgier and more entertaining people were allowed back into the ecosystem, quartering fell off a cliff. And that's part of the reason why he's lashing out and trying to silence us, is because his grift was already dying. We're just the ones who were pointing it out and saying that the emperor has no clothes. And this guy's entire ecosystem, all of his connections, everything he's built is based on this idea that he's supremely successful, that he's a multi-millionaire, that you want to be on his good side because he's going to give you opportunities in the future. And that's the only reason anybody tolerated this guy. Nobody ever liked this guy, but people were willing to tolerate him and his antics in the hopes that one day they might be able to fleece this mark of his cash. And once the word on the street got out that this guy was a stinky, broke cuckold, nobody wanted anything to do with him. And it's only going to get worse from here.
By the way, the Alyssa Clips video is now number 5 hyped in the world.
Makes it through this Christmas.
All right, shout out to Alyssa Clips too.
That is awesome.
Honestly, she posted our promo video as well. So we'll link her in the comments in a second here.
It'll be a huge miracle. But dwelling on other people is a recipe for continued failure, Matt. Focus on yourself. Focus on your wife's child. Focus on making
what a piece of
bringing his
your wife's child. Like, why isn't he? Wouldn't that be his child too? No.
Wife
it's
into
real,
it.
though.
Yeah, no,
It's
he's
real.
saying it as though it's a fact, bringing his wife and his children into it. That's the reality of what this guy is doing, and then pretending that nobody can bring anybody to do with him into his online disputes. He is a scumbag, a slithering snake, a reptile that believes in a certain set of rules for him because he's in a holy priesthood, and nobody else is allowed to actually speak their mind other than him and who he ordains as being able to speak. That's bullshit.
That's wild.
By the way, I linked her channel there in the chat, Alyssa Clips. You can find it on YouTube if you're not on the chat right now. Go sub to her. She's posting our promo stuff and her things and stuff, and she's awesome. And she's making it, like, it's a big risk, by the way, because she was flagged yesterday. We'll get to that later, but she was flagged because of Josh Moon's clip covering the situation.
Well, that's what we're about to cover next. But I think we have
Go
one
sub
more
to her
clip
now.
in this folder.
You'll find that other things will fall in place.
By the way, that's Jeremy also flagging down a cancer survivor, but he doesn't care. And so here is the bottom line. Jeremy, tell us what needs to happen here. Tell us what needs to happen in this circumstance.
YouTube's got to fix this.
Yes, they have to fix this.
Look how drunk he looks in this video, by the way.
Well, he is drunk because watch, he f***s up the outro.
No way, really?
Fix this.
What?
We'll talk to you again real soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he did it too early.
He messed up the outro. I don't know what that was. Oh, man. So now we get into the real problem with all of this, the chilling effect on freedom of speech, the chilling effect that's happening on archive channels. Here we have Alyssa Clip's video flagged down.
Yeah, I saw this.
It's like Alyssa Clip's video of Mad at the Internet talking about the quartering has been taken down due to TOS. I'm sure quartering had nothing to do with that. And quartering all the live long day preaches about how he supports Kiwi Farms, about how he supports Josh Moon, about how he would definitely donate to help Josh Moon. Meanwhile, he never donates a penny. But then as soon as Josh's videos are taken down, Josh's speech is taken down, Jeremy Hambley doesn't speak one word about it. He doesn't use his connections to get the video restored because he doesn't want the video restored, because he wants anyone who's critical of him to be silenced.
All right, there's more. There it is.
So there it is. The video is unavailable. Moving along. Looks like the quartering has flagged Alyssa Clip to follow the harassment policy. And then as a result of that, on Josh Moon's own archive channel, the editor, actually, well, first, let's hear Review Tech USA
is watching.
Was in
the
middle of watching Josh Moon's expose on the quartering, and live, he saw it be flagged down.
There we go.
Because he didn't know. So, next, in reply to...
There it goes.
Video was unavailable.
Even Review Tech's like, what the f? Just like,
even Review Tech knows.
Everyone's videos are getting knocked down by quartering?
It really is. And it's the section, by the way.
Look, if that happens to me, I will definitely let everyone know.
That was about the bull. That's what Alyssa Clips revealed, where Josh Moon mentions Adam Sellers by name. Quartering believes that none of us are allowed to criticize Adam Sellers, who, by the public record, is a convicted criminal, who is a sex swinger and was completely exposed as being a degenerate bull. But he believes that none of us can speak about this, and he supports all of this going down.
Who quartering says his full name on his show multiple times, by the way. And the guy went by his full name on Twitter, was a moderator on the Discord, and publicly posting up on Twitter asking to fuck women's wives.
Quartering, the whole internet is not YouTube, buddy. I'll just say that. You think that you're going to be able to scrub everything about Adam Sellers and the bull from the internet? I'm telling you, that's not going to be the case, my friend. This is going to get worse and worse and worse the more that you and Adam Sellers escalate this. You are not a god. There it is. The video is unavailable. They had to private this video. Daka, I don't want to dox him, but he runs this clip channel. He has 5 children. And he just watched firsthand what you did to our editor Flake and his children, taking the food out of his child's mouth when he needed it most. How could he keep this video up in the condition that it was? This is the chilling effect of this. He had to edit out the section about the bull in order to keep his livelihood. This is the environment that you are creating on YouTube, quartering. This is what you have done. And this is what you want, isn't it? You want people afraid to be able to speak. You want to silence people. You're a fucking scumbag. You're a fucking tyrant. You're a piece of shit. You betrayed everything that you ever fucking stood for. And I'm mad at—
Yeah, it is really, I'm going to keep saying it. It is scary because that's bullshit.
It's hell. And we're all mad as hell. And we're not going to fucking take it anymore, Jeremy. We're going to take the fight right to you and right to your fucking bull if it's the last fucking thing we do on this fucking planet. Do you understand?
We're here. We're here for it, man. We're not fucking afraid of this.
Brittany Venti just speaks the truth. This is—
Well, they didn't do anything wrong.
Caused a whole new wave of flagging campaigns because now people think they can get away with being flaggots. Thanks, Jer. Who's going to be next? Brittany? Who's going to be next? D-Day Cobra? Who's going to be next? Well, EVS is going to tell us who's going to be next because EVS feels emboldened to call openly for my channel to be flagged down and for every platform we have to be flagged down. This is the monster that Jeremy Hambley has created and enabled, and it is only going to become more insidious. It is a cancer that is going to metastasize and spread everywhere because he is an enemy of freedom of speech. He is an enemy of the people. He is a traitor. We shoot traitors before we shoot the enemy, Hambley. Do you understand? You are scum. You are lower than fucking pond scum. You are fucking dirt. Your name is fucking dirt. You are a rat and you are a fucking swine and you poop your pants and you're a cuck. And you watch Adam Sellers fuck your wife. That's you.
And this, by the way, is mad at us for exposing well, not really exposing, just talking about him scamming his audience, not producing the comic book after taking millions of bucks from them and banning them when they ask, where's the book, EVS? And
what?
Then he'll want us to be banned for harassment, which is bullshit, by the way. But last year, if you remember, Eric July and him were at war, and on his channel, he allowed and glorified Riley with Mint Salad to go to Eric's business.
Eric July's place of business and intimidate and harass people in real life. And Riley went to Eric July's great-grandfather's grave and pissed on it. That's what these guys support. And that's what Jeremy Hambly co-signs and supports. He's okay with that sort of behavior, but he doesn't think that he can be made fun of or that his bull can be criticized. But he's completely okay with Ethan Van Sciver. He's completely okay with Riley pissing on people's graves, intimidating people at their place of business. And if he's not, he needs to speak out against it, because these are the associates that are being drawn to him because birds of a feather flock together, and all the flaggots and all of the deplatformers, all of the petty authoritarian tyrants who believe that they can control what others speak and what others believe are rallying around him. They're rallying to the poo-stained standard of Jeremy Hambly. Just play it.
Wait. The irony, by the way. The irony. This guy started Comicsgate because DC went woke and they wanted freedom of speech. So they created their own comic books for freedom of speech. Smash cut to 6 years later, you got to flag them because they're saying mean things.
Gosh bless you. Oh, Lord, protect you from being flagged by the demon Jeremy. Yeah, what if he flags me? What if Jeremy false flags me? Oh my gosh, for saying that his wife is banging. Well, I mean, I didn't say that. I said I don't know. I said I believe him.
That's what we said, by the way.
When he says that his wife is not a rabbi, that his wife is not suddenly a Shebrew. I didn't say anything. I said I believe you. I believe Jeremy. I feel sorry for him. Why would you flag me? Don't flag me. Flag the Kino Casino guys.
There it is.
Flag
he says
flag.
Oh, wow.
Flag the Kino Casino guys.
Flag you, right? Because
that's what he's saying.
My channel's down, so is our clip channel. And this is why he's lost everything. He went from a millionaire to a f***ing bum with no viewers.
That's why he advocates for this stuff, because there's very little that can be taken away from him at this point.
Yeah, he's lost it all.
He just wants to hurt his enemies. And that's the one common factor that all of these people that are siding with Jeremy Hambly have in common, that are in favor of deplatforming. They don't care about getting deplatformed themselves because they don't have anything to take, because they failed on the internet and can't make a f***ing nickel or a dime. They don't have a pot to piss in.
Exactly.
Wow.
Flag PvP, like he still has a channel. Why flag me?
Wait. So every joke that you make about Eric July, that's false? Do you want people to flag you for the Eric July stuff? Do you understand that when you open Pandora's box, it doesn't close? You know that, right?
Retarded.
Idiot. Is he doing a bit? No, Alex, see, this is who he is. This guy's a psychopath.
That's stupid.
Well, if you go and look in his history, he's done this stuff countless times.
And he's worse.
Before.
This is like way worse stuff.
He does
Of course. Oh my
crazy
gosh,
gay
dude,
operations.
so
Just look into War Campaign. I mean, Mike No More has a whole documentary about it that you can check out at your leisure.
That's so bullshit.
I mean, this is all known, Khaleesi.
Yep. Shout out to Mikey No More, who's doing great coverage of all this stuff that's happening, by the way.
With the Shebrew. I mean, that's not even what I really meant to say. That just came out. I was not anti-Semitic.
You're a bum, EVS. You've lost it all. You're done.
Moving along. And then, of course, we have, Teddy Feezer is feezing out of control. The loser, Teddy Feezer, is emboldened by Jeremy Hambly, is rushing to his poo-stained standard, and he sent a dozen privacy complaints to YouTube yesterday alone to try and take down the Kino Casino Classics channel. Ted, give it up. You've lost. He's going to win the YouTube review, and the video will stay up. But this is just the start. This is the environment that Jeremy Hambly
bad. This is all bad.
Is creating through his behavior. It's disgusting. It's a chilling effect.
And Feezer, you bum. One day when Ash and I have nothing to talk about, and we have 10,000 viewers, we're going to go back over your f***ing lore, you
I don't even care about
I'm kidding,
but he cares an awful lot about us.
He's our intro guy. He's our intro guy.
And you can see here, it's really backfiring. It's over 95,000 views, I believe, now. And it went from number 12 hype to number 6 hype.
5.
So number
1.5 million hype. By the way, this will be uploaded on Alyssa's clip channel tomorrow. Link again is in the chat room. Hype that one as well. And this episode, I think, is the most important one for everyone to watch because it's the most concise, right? So, yeah.
Yep. Okay, and you see there, of course, it's now even more successful. We're now going to go into our miscellaneous support folder. So this really is like the autistic Avengers, where it's just every single person on the internet is uniting against Jeremy Hambly. Here we have 8-Bit Eric. TheQuartering Jeremy Hambly needs to get off the internet and take a break before he embarrasses himself worse than peak 2023 RTU did. I think we're past that point now, I'm not going to lie.
Ames.
Here we have Ames. He did it. Warski pretty much confirmed he was involved. It's genuinely the only way I'd believe he'd know anything, as YouTube wouldn't tell him where they were in the process of reviewing the channel. And our viewer here, SLU Star, points out a good thing here. Dozens of videos stating as fact Jeremy took down the channel, which is, I understand, it should be back up soon. Wait, Jeremy, what insider information do you have to suggest that the Kino Casino clip channel will be up again soon? How would you have that information unless you were in some way involved with it going down? We have AF Streamwatch here.
Love AF Streamwatch.
Quartering goes, right, you think I have that power to take down videos? He goes, why did you repeatedly say you have that power? And then why, after you said you had the power, did the account go down for the exact reason you said it would? Okay.
Yep. Oh, SLU
we already covered that.
Yep.
Yeah, same clip. Here we have Audentum.
Awesome videos, by the way. This guy does,
and also there's Quartering, or sorry, there's Dankula talking about the situation as well. But he says, so the Quartering threatens to take the casino down. It happens a few days later, and suddenly he's claiming to have no involvement. I'm pressing F on this one. If that's the case, use your contacts to get them their channel back.
And by the way, shout outs to Bering, who's like fully like infelting
This is so this is so bad for him.
Quartering on this. And
This is so bad
Count
for
Dankula,
him.
this is probably like the most politically correct response. But then the next morning, so he was told by Quartering to his face that he didn't flag it, right? So he's like, all right. Next morning, we all wake up, and that's when the flag email was shown, therefore proving that he lied to Bering and Count Dankula. So.
Then we have Augie with a video saying the Quartering is a cuck. I'm sorry to break it to you. Based Augie, commentary community reporting in. And then he's adding Team YouTube. His channel, Kino Casino Clips, was mass flagged and incorrectly taken down. Please reinstate it.
Thanks, Augie, man. Respects to you, buddy.
Bering saying, okay, that's that our channel was taken down by the Quartering.
I spoke to Bering too as well about this whole thing. Big Snood.
We got Big Snood. A-Log reporting in saying this is a career ender for Old Chair.
Shout outs to Big Snood. Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell, the gamer of the century, says maybe a cuck bowl sauce is needed to spread awareness. Drop your locale art suggestions down below.
Do we just have a sauce with him permanently in the store?
It may have to
At this point, Billy.
Billy is calling it out. This is outrageous. Team YouTube allowing creators to use reps to terminate other channels without cause. Fix this.
The reps who have this power should have to have 2 or 3 other reps approve a change.
There should be a system where they have to go through, just like I have to go through a system to check boxes and all that. Like, that's crazy.
Otherwise, we're looking at possible collusion with creators. Just saying. Just saying.
And then we've got Brittany Venti saying you encouraged for the Kino Casino to be deplatformed in public, said you'd use your connections to take everything. You have 2 million subs on YouTube, broadcasted this to your audience, and refused to apologize to them. So yes, you do have something to do with this woke tard.
Yep. He's
go
also done,
broke, Jer.
I think 2 streams on the situation and has a video plan about the whole situation. So Florida Breeze.
Florida Breeze. Rumble, your free speech warrior that's on your payroll is out of control. This reflects directly upon your company.
Whoa, and look at this image that he added on that. Wow. There. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man.
More from Venti.
We were
the quarter cuck.
For 3 days worldwide.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so nuts.
We still are. Literally, entertainment. I thought it was like the For You panel. No, you hit entertainment. And then you hit the worldwide. And this morning, the Quartering worldwide was trending again. We're above the Iran news. Ash, it goes our story and then Iran. That's crazy, dude.
That is nuts.
Incredible stream coming tonight. Free speech advocate gone woke.
Yeah. Jared's worse than the Ayatollah.
Indeed. No Ayatollah ever flagged down my channel. Camelcast, quotes Jared, you can make fun of him for any reason except calling him a cock. I don't know about you, but that kind of just makes the allegation seem extremely true. Deplatforming is unacceptable regardless of beefs. Very true from Mr. Camelot.
And he did a stream on that yesterday and is doing one today as well. So shout outs to him.
He says not only YouTube needs to look into this, Rumble needs to look into their relationship as well. Being the free speech platform, whilst Jeremy is gloating about his connections and bankroll he has from Rumble while deplatforming people, isn't a good look.
Nope.
No, it's not.
I love
Cool Hand James. He's been a real G throughout this. He says, I suspect he might live to regret telling everyone his plan of action. Yeah, I think it's coming. I think the day is coming. It's not already here. Critical Drinker retweeting Andy Warski.
And by the way,
Critical Drinker signing in.
Yeah, Critical Drinker, thank you for that. And he also liked all my tweets. So you could tell that he double checked everything before just retweeting me. Like you could tell he was following the whole thing. So shout outs. I love his videos too. So very cool.
Delta 169 smoking that Quartering pack. Me seeing the Quartering's downfall all across my timeline. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. Oh, has it ever?
R.I.P. Bozo. There we go.
Dick Masterson of all people. Dick Masterson.
Yo, shout out to Dick Masterson.
Dick Masterson signing in.
I gotta give him props, bro.
You satanic bimbo.
I know with him back and forth, but
Melanie Mack saying she won't turn on her friends, and Dick says, because both of you flagged them, you satanic bimbo. Ring it up. Dick Masterson, honestly, Gen X dub. Ring it up.
Honestly, thank you, Dick Masterson. I know we've had, by the way, I want to thank everyone who we've had a war with, by the way.
Yes.
Because they're all being cool except for Feezer. You know what I mean? So, all right. And here we go. Oh, this Peru. I love this guy too.
Yes.
I watch Friday Tights. That's awesome. Please investigate. What up, bro? I didn't even know he did that too. That's really cool. The best of the bunch right here. Duty fucking streams. Do you allow your large content creators to attack bully smaller channels in silence? He sent me a very nice DM too, by the way. Very fucking nice. So here we go.
Yeah, he lost a lot of credibility with me because he's cool with wings. So yeah, that's no.
Doug Tenable got mad at us.
Doug Tenable, the creator of Earthworm Jim, who we had a big disagreement with over Nick Rekieta. Here he is coming out and saying these are creators' businesses and free speech voice. YouTube, you should get some eyes on this. And
I mean, and there's no way that people at YouTube are not getting like lit up. Like, dude, oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Double check.
There's
it's people
no
you
way they're not seeing this stuff.
Never expect to come forward are coming forward to speak against Jeremy Hambley with one voice. Yes.
I love Doug though. He's cool. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Dragon's Treasure.
Whoa.
I've hated the quartering for the better part of a decade. He has always been this guy. He's tried going after random people's sponsors before too. I just can't for the life of me understand why so few people were able to see him for what he is. I know,
okay,
but it's all being revealed now.
I know Dragon's Treasure. Didn't he make the tea?
He's got a tea.
Yeah.
He's got a tea company.
I
Yes,
actually
yes.
remember him. Holy shit, that's crazy.
He's a part of like the anime community.
By the way, Fake Wizard, I've been a fan of for about 3 months or 4 months, and he blew up recently. I love this guy. And when he shouted us out, he followed me too and like sent some nice words to me. I was blown away. I watch all the anti-woke video Kim content, and he's a very big pioneer in that too. So he says to Chris from Rumble, I would say this is a marketing boo-boo. Maybe some support will be needed here. Thank you, the real life Fake Wizard, man. Appreciate you, bro.
We got Quarter Black Garrett. The old Steven Crowder co-host.
Oh my God.
The old Steven Crowder co-host. I saw somebody say it's all
I have no idea who these people are.
sector people. You'd be surprised the quartering situation. Everyone disliked that.
Wow. Big support. Yeah, Frittata, a guy who I've watched also, anti-woke video game creator as well, who's been, by the way, commenting on all our quartering videos. Please, more content. I love this. And he was so pissed. You took away Frittata's quartering content? It's over. You know how long I've waited for the internet to turn on the quartering? Like this? God bless the casino for destroying the facade these anti-woke pro-Republican types have used as a shield for years. Ruin more careers, please.
Well, he didn't ruin his career. He ruined his own career. He destroyed himself. Okay.
Froggy Fresh.
Froggy Fresh, the legend himself, saying, Team YouTube, please reverse this. This is an abuse of the reporting system, and you're setting a terrible precedent.
And little did he know it wasn't even
I mean, it's Friday, and it's still not back.
just reporting. It was a phone call. Without any evidence of anything, by the way.
Trying to deplatform anyone for criticizing you and abusing connections in the reporting system is disgusting and embarrassing. I wouldn't know about how weird this guy was if it weren't for this situation. Team YouTube, please look into this. And Rumble, this is a terrible look if you're the platform of free speech and one of your contracted creators is doing this. Are you going to say Froggy Fresh is woke now too?
Oh yeah, all these people are woke, right?
They're all woke.
Heel versus the legend himself.
Face. Oh no,
Please
Jer.
look into this.
But yeah, it's all bad faith actors, and everybody involved in this is a troll. I'm sure, Jer.
These are all like really cool. Hotep, by the way, brand new channel. Twitter account.
Dude, this is this is a lot.
Who's been like the best tweets? This guy is actually really funny on Twitter.
You know, he said it's funny when Medicare got swatted, he live streamed the Ring camera footage of it happening. Medicare does everything he can to keep himself hidden, and even he released proof of his harassment. When is the quartering going to release proof of his harassment? Well, he told other people they had to, but it doesn't seem like it's forthcoming. Probably because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and Hotep, thank you, but his tweets are actually fucking. I retweet him all the time. He's fire tweets.
Can we agree the quartering's worse than Matt Jarbo? Yeah, it's getting worse now. It's getting a lot
Well, Matt Jarbo like flagged people, right? Which is horrible. And he felt ashamed and sorry, at least. At least he was like, he realized what he was doing was wrong. Quartering, used connections, and is still doubling down, still flagging people as of an hour ago. I mean, possibly him, but...
Jaden, if the Kino casino streamed on Rumble, Jeremy would be crying to his boss to ban them. He's a pathetic cuck. Flag it. I couldn't agree more, Jaden.
Yo, thanks, Jaden, bro. JKB.
J Hoof. Review text former editor. Man. We've had a lot of beef with this guy, but he says #justice for Kino.
And I saw earlier he was tweeting about us also, and no bad beef with him anymore. It was just like a little squabble for like a day.
It's an amnesty for now. Anyway.
Yeah.
We have Jessix. So he's basically admitting to it here, right? Am I reading this wrong? Okay.
And do you know who she is?
I actually don't.
It's the girl that he DM'd Brittany about.
Oh, what?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Josh Moon, of course.
So the quartering evidently did have a non-Jeet YouTube partner who can get channels taken down just as he said. I'm so sick of living in a world where e-celebs get to decide what can and can't be said about them. We're done with this censorship shit. Fix this, Team YouTube.
Yeah.
Preach.
Yep.
And he says, by the way, Rumble, it's kind of sickening. You've basically bankrolled this guy's deplatforming efforts. One of your main stars is out there tattling to his YouTube rep to cover up he's a cuck. Is this platform free speech or not?
You know what I mean? Oh, no way.
Carolyn Equivalent Borisenko of the America First movement, who we go after the Groyfers all the time.
Or did.
But I guess,
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Well, I mean, we still call Nick gay because he is. But
make fun of Beardson.
hey, Quartering, you and your friends spread lies about me for years and acted like you were entitled to do so regardless of what the evidence said. So frankly, I don't care if you got the Kino Casino banned or not. Karma is a bitch. This is what you created.
And she actually watches our shit, apparently. A Flake saw like her watching or something. That's cool.
Kino Casino Classics is saying, show proof, dude. You talk about it online, so you need to show any level of proof for anyone to believe this. You know this, otherwise this is just hot
And it's really easy to screenshot phone calls. It's not that difficult.
air and a lie.
Also, if you type that into your YouTube search, there's a channel there where this guy posts like old, like a year-old or 4-year-old clips, and he was actually flagged yesterday by Feezer as well. So we're trying to like help him out. Go subscribe to him.
Lord Diaz, to Team YouTube, it's disheartening to see Kino Casino clips flagged and removed in what appears to be an obvious attempt to silence a contrary voice. Kick and Rumble are becoming more appealing platforms for me and other creators to express and create content for.
Go.
Loza, who says, even as a leftist, I stand with the casino. Even the leftists are throwing in with us on this one, Jer. You know Jeremy is doing this because they're airing his dirty laundry out in a way that other leftists failed to do so. That's why he never went after them. But now that these guys are doing it and actually getting attention, he's pissy. And this person's 100% correct.
Wow.
That's why he's deplatforming us, because he can't just deflect with that these are seething leftists. Because let's be real, we're a lot further right than fucking Jer. Anyway, we've got LUS saying to Team YouTube, please intervene. So we got LawTube checking in here. Quartering is abusing your TOS to silence criticism. Do not let him get away with it.
Also, LUS, we didn't have time because it's been so many clips, right? But he did an entire stream, like when this all started, about how Quartering owes him a plushie and scammed him out of a plushie.
He scammed him out of a plushie. What a dirty con artist. We caught Madame Savvy saying got hit with the hide and block from Quartering while he's trying to be Rumble is a free speech platform and I've never had issues. Bro Bose using connections to lie and deplatform is paid by Rumble and is now a walking ad for staying away from Rumble because of it. No one can ever trust Rumble now because of him and how he speaks and acts. He's being a cocky asshole for no reason other than his own life is miserable. Happy married people don't do or say what you have done. I will not go to Rumble because of this.
Why would you? Where Jeremy owns the front page for 90% of the day? Like, Milo
Yiannopoulos.
Oh, I
oh my buddy. This guy's saying, Milo, can you support the Casino Boys? He's saying, if you're in touch with them, perhaps I can help.
Oh, okay.
Milo, I don't think we really want anything to do with Milo, but we appreciate the sentiment there.
He's doing his best. I appreciate
it really
Milo.
is like Autistic Avengers Endgame. Misery loves clips. The clip channels are representing. This is more than just flagging. When a channel disappears like that, he almost definitely used his connections. Okay. Mudahar. How's everyone's weekend going? How's everyone's weekend going, Saw?
Really cool. Again, respects Mudahar. The Oreo did a whole stream today.
The Oreo commentary community showing up, showing out, dunking on him.
Actually, like he did the stream today and he covered it. Apparently, it was really well done. So shout outs to him. Nina Infinity,
former collaborator with Jer as of just a few weeks ago, now fully on board.
Buddy,
with the
Team
casino.
YouTube, look into this. Yo, thank you, Nina. We appreciate it. Of course, we've had him on the show a million times. Sean,
potentially criminal, saying Jeremy Hambley has always been woke. This was all a grift for him. Sean is not a woke leftist either, Jer. No. Stop it.
Yeah. Wow. And by the way, if we missed you.
There was more than that.
I'm so sorry. There's like literally was way too many.
There was 78 that I covered just there alone. So now we're going to go into Jeremy Hambley's other flagging history from the past. Here's a blast from the past. He struck down 8 thoughts. Woo. Here's the strike against 8 thoughts for harassment and cyberbullying for a video entitled "The Quartering is a beta male whose content sucks."
Oh, wait. So the first guy who ever made a video on Quartering, or like one of the first people, right, got flagged immediately. Then everyone stops covering Quartering because they're a little scared. The only person who did was H3, but he's like royalty in YouTube, right? But 8 thoughts is a bit like more intense.
Look at the thumbnail on there.
Oh my god!
So no wonder old Jer was unhappy. But you'll see pretty quick why Jer was so upset he had to flag it down.
He also did a video. So his new channel on YouTube is The Ghost of 8 Thoughts. And he did a video on Marathon recently, and it's the funniest fucking video I've ever seen. By the way, in like a long time.
Hey guys,
Ghost of 8 Thoughts.
To do a best impersonation of the Quartering here as we start this video off. These are called alcoholic shakes. I tried to find a fake beard that made me look like a sweaty hobo that needs to have a shower who's obese and suffers from alcoholism, but I couldn't. If we can make this a realistic quartering video, we'd have to have a scratch and sniff screen where you could smell his house that has 14 cats and 5 dogs. It probably smells like cat piss and dog feces. Also, if you know...
Oh my god.
I haven't gotten my intro yet because I'm trying to drag this video out for 15 minutes talking about a topic that...
He's already stopped. He's already dead. And it's 30 seconds in. Tactical nuke inbound.
Wow.
Oh no.
So you're telling me that the reason this dude's channel got nuked had nothing to do with the Call of Duty community at all?
Could be covered in 2 minutes. Also, I'm not doing a very good job because I'm talking too quickly and succinctly and getting to the point too fast, because in order to really impersonate the quartering, I would have to take 15-minute pauses between each sentence, stutter, and then, just drag it out as long.
This is 6 years ago, and it's still all relevant
It's
for today.
always been true.
This is 6 years ago?
It's true then, it's true now, and it will be true forever.
Long as I can't. And he also is easily triggered like you wouldn't believe. And so it all started last night on the good old Twitters. Well, us alpha male MLG athletes were watching the
alpha males.
The alpha males.
MLG athletes.
Their Tyson Fury fight, which was fucking sick, and I was actually watching it that day. It was awesome.
Wilder and Tyson Fury boxing match. He was, I don't know, posting some emo lyrics or poem or something on Twitter that he deleted. And I replied back, yo, Soy Boy, that's better watching sweaty men fight. I don't have time to read rap lyrics or whatever that is. I'll support my Patreon, 8 Thoughts. Bye. And like the funny thing is, he gets so triggered by alpha male elite gaming stud athlete himself, 8 Thoughts. And then his dumb fans come flying in like white knights trying to save his ass. They get also riled up. I mean, anyways, like, I don't really have much respect for his fans. Anybody who finds his content entertaining probably has autism. So he gets...
Tell him, tell him, preach it,
Kino.
preach it. Oh, testify.
I can see why Jared was triggered.
Yeah, well, because it's effective. He effectively made a mockery of him, and Jared couldn't allow that to stand because he's a mafia don. Do you understand? He's a serious person.
See, and because he was a bitch back then, 6 years later, we bring this video
It comes
to 10,000
back to
people.
haunt him now. That's right.
Upset by my tweet, which is obviously a joke. It's obviously a joke. Yo, Soy Boy, us men are watching sweaty men fight. I don't have time to read rap lyrics or
Clearly
whatever.
a joke.
That is also support my Patreon, 8 Thoughts. Bye. And what's funny is this got a whole lot more likes and retweets than one retweet. Wow, whoever that is, whoever you are, woman, powerful person you are, appreciate that. But it got more likes than his original, I don't know, emo rap XX tenacity on, I don't know, lyrics he posted. So we got angry, and everyone else got angry over jokes, which is hilarious because according to everything I say serious. And he comes back with the rebuttal. I hate you and everything. You're fake ass.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Holy shit! Oh man! Oh.
He comes back with the rebuttal. I hate you and everything. You're fake ass.
But he was just having fun. He's just like, I fucking hate you and everything you stand for. Like, oh, buddy, what a seethe.
I hate you. I hate you.
What a seethe, buddy.
Yo, Soy Boy.
Oh man.
Us men are watching sweaty men fight. That in itself is a joke. Like, wake up.
So stand with the rebuttal.
Here you go.
Hate you and everything your fake ass alpha persona stands for. Please never comment on a tweet I make again. Fake ass alpha male. Do you see this, Jeremy? Do you see this? There's more testosterone and alpha maleness and muscularity going through this entire arm. Just one arm. One arm of the alpha male than your entire body has ever produced in its entire existence. Oh, man, look at that.
If this
He's smogging him, bro.
If this fucking triggers
This
you,
had to be
you're a
silenced.
pussy.
Well, it's like us dressed as the Easter Bunny and a carrot. It had to be fucking taken down because old soy-filled Bish Hambly filled his diaper.
Man.
Alpha maleness coming in, brother. Oh, I know. He's so upset. He's so jealous. So I riled him up. I got him fired up. Also, by the way, I'm banned from Twitter, so I can't respond to this because I told Skip Bayless I hope he catches virus. So
Holy shit.
What a king! Tell Skip! Tell him!
This guy's
Tell him,
fucking
Nico.
a legend, bro. What a legend.
And then I replied back because he's all riled up. I said, you gay. You know the meme.
You gay! Oh, no! Jer!
Oh.
Oh,
How did
no.
you come back from this?
He had to flag
But
it
look how dumb
down.
this
Yo, fuck, this guy's fucking Athos has always been so funny.
fans
though.
are. I mean, look how dumb his fans are. That people don't get that I'm joking out here for the most part. It's pretty much just kind of making fun of the whole situation because, you know, when you're a stud muffin like yours truly, Thoughts, probably one of the best and most alpha male dudes on this whole website, you know what, just most people can't compare and they get mad about that. And this guy here, Watson, who made it like you watching sweaty dude.
That's the joke, sir. There's a joke over here, dude.
Like, his fans take this stuff serious because, like I said, you got to have autism or be on the spectrum or some kind of form of mental problem if you enjoy his content. And we're not done. He replied back to the one where I said, you gay. Exactly the high IQ take I expect for someone who, ironically,
Imagine
unironically,
taking it that serious.
Yo.
This isn't a high IQ.
go.
It's like, Jer, you're such a little baby.
Let's
bitch.
go.
Dude,
Oh,
what,
man.
does this look like I'm unironically messing about? I mean, come on, Jeremy. I mean, look at that. Big Daddy Benny, 8 Thoughts coming in. I mean, I don't have to...
Oh, you know what's Kino? He censored the word, but not the N with these.
Yes, he's king. He's a king. It's kingly. It's kingly stuff.
That is Kino.
Apparently, this is cyberbullying. Jer just couldn't walk away from the computer. He was being cyberbullied. It was under attack.
Buddy, Alexa, play Sigma music. You know what I mean?
You know,
I'm unironic. Look at that horse. This is not unironically. Of course not. If you were built like me too, you would have a higher level of self-esteem. But obviously, we look like an obese person who looks dirty and sweaty.
he's
and needs to have a shower, who
obese.
lives under a bridge.
He's sweaty.
Under a
He
bridge.
needs a shower.
I'm just about to burn this whole place down myself.
Logging it.
Anyways, you guys can read that. Take your fat alcohol.
You hate your
Grab a
Grab a
watch
shower.
Grab
We're
a
watching some fights here, and I'm better than you in everything in life, and you're fat, you're an alcoholic, and you look dirty. Okay, take it easy. Watch the fight. Bye. And this fucking piece of shit is all, sorry, mate. The sorry, the quartering beats you in grammar. You sound like a fucking dipshit, Lamau.
Do you remember when people cared about grammar? I misspell everything. I just type and I don't even care, right? Like, I swear to God, I wrote today. Instead of the, I missed the T and I wrote he. But no one's like, you missed the T and the. You missed the T and the. Who gives a
here, and I'm better than you at everything in life, and you're fat, and you're alcoholic, and you look dirty. Okay, take it easy, watch the fight, bye. Okay, and this is where it takes a turn to freaking crazy town. This is where we got him, boys. This is important,
by the way. We need to like turn this heat up. I don't think we're doing enough quartering, to be honest.
We got him. Would you like to compare bank accounts, calls, degrees, wives?
Stop.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He did the same thing with Coach Red Pill.
Yeah.
It's like, Jeremy, you went to some shitty fucking community college in Wisconsin. Like, you're not Ivy League educated. You admitted you never even read a single book in college. Your degree is worthless. It's in marketing also. Like, just stop, bro.
Oh,
like, we wipe our asses with it. Like, your wife,
your
like,
ass.
well, he definitely needs that wife because he's a poopy fucking pants. Pets, like, he's flexing that he has pets. Like, that's the measure of a man. Like, YouTube subscribers, like, this guy needs fucking help. Like, he's a mental
Pets? He threw pets in there.
case.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, man. You know, he's like, because he has like low self-esteem, so he has to measure it in bank account and like number of YouTube subs and whatever.
Subscribers, pets, literally anything. Up.
Why did he say wives, plural? Does he have like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Wives?
Would you like to compare bank accounts, calls, degrees, wives?
Oh, you meant wives as in like his wife in there.
YouTube subscribers, pets, literally anything. Up. Discount Mr. Clean. Sit down. Okay, first of all, I will agree that you probably are heavier and fatter than I am. 2, you probably are definitely a better drinker than I am. 3, okay, you got more YouTube subscribers. I'm gonna give you that. Oh my God, dude, this guy went to like high school like comparison. Would you like to compare? Like, I'm making jokes out here. Well, I'm not making jokes. He sucks and he's a loser. I will agree with that. But, I mean, I don't care. It's having fun, making YouTube content, causing the drama. That's what we're out here doing.
I'm making jokes.
By the
Wait,
way,
no, I'm not. He does
we missed
suck.
it, but you know, he brought his wife into it again.
Oh,
but,
yes.
You know, she's
Compare
not,
our
you know,
wives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we're the ones harassing. Oh yeah.
This guy here is getting. Like, come on, like any adult could see that. Like, look at this. Look
silly.
at that, dudes. You
It's
know that.
embarrassing.
You got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You got it so bad when he starts that. Would you like to compare bank accounts, college degrees, wives, YouTube subscribers, pets? Would you like to compare fat percentage?
Oh no!
This is fucking annihilation.
No wonder he had to flag it down. He had no response. This is like mic drop shit. No, it's like a atomic bomb on Jerry's head. He couldn't take it.
Oh, man.
Just you got from getting infected by all your cats in your house, you weirdo. I love it. I love it. Oh my God, this is the best. It's the best ever. Oh my Lord Jesus H. Christ on a rubber crutch. The quarter rim is a beta
So much more
male.
talented.
I mean, this dude, he should go make some more videos about, I don't know, whatever he's outraged about today, for God's sakes, Marvel. Oh my God. The dude is like a fake outrage YouTuber. Like he tries to make it seem like as if everything is so important. Oh my God, guys, we gotta get together. We gotta stop the internet. I'm Jeremy, white knight, breaking the horse's back because I'm obese. We gotta do it together. We gotta bring it out. We gotta stop Marvel. Oh my God, guys, oh, SJWs are going nuts today. Let's get the truth together. Yeah, come on. Hey, man. Hey, Timmy, make sure you take your Asperger's medicine. We need you to figure out how to hit the like button. Hey, support my Patreon. Oh, by the way, support my Patreon. Don't forget that. You got Patreon.
Holy shit!
Oh, this guy's flow is on point, bro.
My dad's sick. I got cancer. Come on, support my Patreon, everybody. Jeremy TheQuartering's got one of the dudes making so much money. He's got no wives. How many wives do you have? Is he Mormon? I didn't know he had wives. He has plural wives.
Oh,
anyways,
you pointed
bro,
it
this
out.
video has been
The
awesome.
cuckoldry, the open marriage of it all. No.
Love it. I appreciate
8 Thoughts was ahead of the fucking curve.
He really was, bro. He really was.
8 Thoughts is the guy with his arms open with the arrows on his back. You know what I
Can you
mean?
believe it, Jeremy?
Oh, no.
TheQuartering trying to call me out. It's great. I wish more of you would do this because it makes it for a good time. It's fun. The WWE of YouTube. Pretty much everything I said here was a joke. Except I do.
Like, he doesn't take this seriously. Like, for him, this is WWE. He's having fun. He wants to have feuds with other creators and do drama back and forth and, get viewership up as a result of that. Like, what we want to do, right? And then Jeremy takes the shit way too seriously and is like, no, I'm an important person on the internet.
I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to
take your livelihood. Like, this is how it goes. It's the same thing.
Bomb.
You think TheQuartering's content sucks? Other than that, you know what? I'm having fun, but his content sucks, and that's my own personal opinion. If anyone in here in this video got their panties in a bunch, just let it be known.
Oh,
you're a loser.
Sure did.
The Jeremy doesn't know who you are. He doesn't care who you are. I do. So support my Patreon because I'm way better and a cooler dude than anyone. That's right. I'm the best. And when you're on the top, it's just you gotta expect fat obese alcoholics who look sweaty and have trichinosis from their cat piss coming at you and getting mad. It's just how it goes.
All right, guys. His channel now is the Ghost of 8 Thoughts.
So then the video had to be flagged down, and now here we go. We're doing the same arc as we're doing now, but 6 years.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. This will be the end of part 1. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and we'll see you for part 2.